Live from Coalinga, West Hills College, Coalinga football is on the air as your Falcons will be taking on the Blue Devils of Merced College for Sophomore Day 2023 here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Welch, the Falcons IU Network, alongside with the former Falcon John Clapp. We'd like to welcome you to Chuck Garden Memorial Bowl here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley for this afternoon's Sophomore Day matchup between the Blue Devils and the Falcons. Both teams 3-5 overall. Your Falcons 0-4 in conference play on a 4-game losing streak. And, John, my question is to you, my friend. How do the Falcons snap a 4-game losing streak on their final home game of the season?
Well, I think starting out, recognizing the sophomores. Ton of sophomores out there today. And the fans seem like they're up. The kids, I talked to them before they came on the field. I think it's do or die, and they know it. We went out, we go.
It is do or die here for the Falcons at West Hills College, Coalinga. Also, welcome to the Falcons pregame show. Later on in the pregame, I was able to have a good conversation with the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Berna, and he kind of mentioned that, hey, you know what? If we get the win here today and the win next week against Gavilan College, the Falcons are literally in the driver's seat for a bowl game. That's been the goal the whole entire season.
Oh yeah, I mean, the worst thing is we get out there and the offense will look good, the defense will sputter. Then the next half will come out, will be just completely up. We just can't ever get the halves together.
So how do you get that balance there, John? How do you want a good balance of offense and defense, obviously, but how do you do that those first couple of drives?
I think we got to do some heavy pass rushing and get those linebackers blitzing. Don't worry about that deep pass. Let the corners take care of that, and let the linebackers come in and just smother the quarterback. Don't put him in the dirt right off the bat. That'll help.
Well, the quarterback of the Blue Devils of Merced College is Travis Bird. We'll talk about him a little bit later, but he does have 9 interceptions on the season. So if you can put a little bit of pressure on Bird, maybe that might force his hand a little bit, and it works good for the Falcons.
That's the kind of – if a guy throws that many interceptions, he has a problem. He's a little bit gun-shy, and if we take a couple of shots at him right off the bat, let him throw them interceptions. We can catch them.
And it will be a very interesting one here on the west side, the San Joaquin Valley. We are under 12 minutes to go before kickoff. As you might hear on our mics, you can hear some of the rest of the sophomore day festivities here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. But before we go to break and play before we go to break in our commercial break, and we'll play the pregame interview of Justin Berna, John, we have some sad news to tell our Falcons fans. Charlie, a good friend of ours, passed away a week ago. Yep. Charlie was a part of that Falcons basketball team led by Mark Arce. Mark Arce, remember, he was on the air with us at Cabrillo College, but Charlie was at the tailgate. He was all spirited.
Yeah, it was a great turnout. I mean, Charlie was he was loved by everybody. Everybody had a good time with him. I mean, it was only fitting. He got to see the Steelers. His son-in-law played for the Steelers. He got to go see the Steeler game back there. Then he comes out here to the Hall of Fame. We had a great time with him. My wife and I went to breakfast with him and Bea the next morning. Had a great time, and then we got a call last Sunday that Charlie had passed away at home. So right now there's going to be a celebration of life. It's going to be on December 2nd. I don't know all the details yet, but it's going to be in Visalia. That's where he lived. So everybody, it's sad to see Charlie go, but I always remember his smile and always getting the best of me about Alabama.
But he will be missed by many, John.
Yes, he will.
But when we come right back after this, we have that conversation with the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Berna. We are under almost 10 minutes away from kickoff here for Sophomore Day 2023 at Chuck Garden Memorial Bowl. It's the Blue Devils of Merced College and your West Hills College Coalinga Falcons right here on the Falcons Audio Network. Welcome back to the Falcons pregame show, now joined by the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Berna. Coach, how are you today?
Very good, Brian. Thank you.
Coach, it's the final home game of this 2023 campaign. It kind of feels like yesterday we were talking about the College of the Siskiyous. Time flies when you're having fun, right, Coach?
Yeah, no, the season, you get through camp, it's over. You blink your eyes, you look up, and it's like this, last home game, last road game, and we're done here very soon.
And there's a whole lot of noise your team can do this week and next week. This week against Merced College, next week against Gavilan College, but one game at a time. But let's go back to last week, a very frustrating one for your team, falling 30-6 against San Jose. What happened to your team last week?
Oh, we got beat. You can't play okay against a good team. And I think they're a really good football team, and we did not play good. We played okay. And you can't, make one good tackle or make one good throw or make one good run, or one good pass play, and then think you're going to win. You have to, put those together. So they're a good football team, and they've improved from last year, and they're playing for the conference championship coming up soon. So it's just going to be, how do we want to go through this week? But, yeah, they're a good team, and we just didn't play up to par at the end of the day.
As we look to this week, Merced College squad 3-5, same record as the Falcons. We were kind of talking about this week. It kind of looks like a mirror. I mean, does that kind of give you a little bit of element of surprise? Does it give like an advantage to your team having the same record as your opponent?
Not really. It's just I think that we are truly very similar in a lot of ways to Merced, and I think at the end of the day, it ends up being who wants this more, who wants to finish the season 5-5. Whoever wins this game's in good control of doing that, and then you're bowl eligible with our level. It's very similar to being at Division I level, being 6-6 or 6-5, however you want to look at it, but it's one of those things that it's down to pride now. It's last home game. How do you want to finish the season? And they're very similar to us, and it's going to be who plays good that day. It's a little bit of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with both teams. Who you're going to get. They've played really well some games. We've played really well some games, and then vice versa. We've played poor, and we've played average. It's the same thing. So we're going to see who shows up on Saturday.
And last year, it was a totally different game against the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils literally ran your team out of the building. It was not a good afternoon in Merced. But now it's sophomore day for your team, and it's over 20 sophomores going to be honored before kickoff. What has this sophomore class meant to this team this season?
I think the sophomores they're your glue. They're the ones that keep everything together, and they're the ones that went through last year's success and now this year's little bit of struggle. And I think it's been frustrating for them at times, but I think this is a group that has stuck together. They've done a good job in the classroom, done a good job off the field, continue to do what they're supposed to do. And I think this is a great group, and I thank them for what they've done the last 2 years for not just our program, but for the school and the college, myself, and just our entire community.
Would you have a favorite memory with this sophomore class?
It's tough. I think the best memory that's been hard to beat is, I'm at home trying to relax, watch the game, and not watch the Merced Monterey game last year, and they're all having their watch party in the dorms, and they're having shooting up Gatorade in the sky and everything. Once Monterey won, that meant we clinched a bowl and also clinched the conference championship, and it was cool to see that group of guys that returned. They got to be a piece of that, part of that, and get a piece of that was pretty special.
And let's turn our attention to the Blue Devils of Merced College. 3-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play. Those two wins against Gavilan College and Cabrillo College. This is a very talented running back room. You have Malachi Hartz, Jamin Lopez. You're also going to have Damari Phillips. You're going to carry the ball mostly tomorrow afternoon. How do you stop that running attack of the Blue Devils defensively?
Well, I think you got to be sound and tackle well. That's one thing that the backs do a good job of. Is the first guy is not going to just bring them down right at contact. There's guys that have great talent of that, and they do a good job of falling forward and making guys miss, and that's what we're going to have to do is make sure that when we tackle, we tackle. There's not just a reach and grab. We've got to wrap up, run our feet. We've got to make sure that they're not running through us for an extra 2 or 3 yards when it's 3rd and 3.
And let's get to the meat and potatoes of this one. We were talking about this earlier this week. You don't want your offense to be into pacifier. You want a good balance of running and passing. How do you beat the Blue Devils in Merced College tomorrow afternoon?
Well, number one, you got to control number 5 right on defense. Defensive line, he's a very talented player. Player of the year last year in our conference on defense while Vaughn got offense, and he was a freshman, and he's back. And you got to control number 5, and not control him, but just he can't be dictating the game, right? He can't be in the backfield all day long. So we got to control him. And then we've got to be just balanced. We've got to make sure that we, aren't just in a pass-a-thon, like you said. We've got to be able to run the ball on first down. We've got to be able to, mix in run and pass on second down. And then third down, we've got to be able to be balanced as well. And it can't just be 3rd and 9 all day. It can't be that way. So, at the end of the day, it's just going to be, can we control up front? And then can our receivers win on the perimeter? And, can we be consistent throughout the whole game?
And, Coach, one more thing before I let you go here on the Falcons pregame show. Is there anything you want to say to the fans for the final home game of this 2023 campaign?
Yeah, just thank you to everyone. There's been such a great support this year again, just like last year. And I just think, running into people at the grocery store and the gas station, it's been very positive. I went to the high school game last night, the playoff game, and just seeing everybody and people introducing me to other people. And it's just been a very positive environment, and it always has been. But the last couple of years has been really good post-COVID. It's been really, really positive environment where everyone's been very, very pleased and happy and very supportive of our program and myself.
Coach, thank you so much for doing all these pregame interviews with me all season long. Good luck out there tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for all your help and appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Coach. That means a lot. That's the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Burnham. When we come right back after this, we have the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the opening kickoff. It's the Blue Devils of Merced College and your West Hills College Coalinga Falcons on Sophomore Day 2023 right here on the Falcons Audio Network. We are ready to go here on the west side, the San Joaquin Valley. It's the Falcons and the Blue Devils here at Chuck Garden Memorial Bowl here in the heart of Coalinga alongside with the former Falcon John Klatt. I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon wherever you may be watching Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network as the Blue Devils won the toss and elected to defer. So the Falcons in their red uniforms, white helmets, red pants will get the ball first to start off the contest as it will be the kicker for the Blue Devils. Ready to go here. As Mendoza, Jason Mendoza, the sophomore 6', 168-pound kicker from Atwater, California, former funder of Bunac Colony, will put the ball on the tee. Back deep for your Falcons is Devin Sanchez, the former Horned Toad of Coalinga High School. And to his right, it will be Sajmi Wickham.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Wickham.
So as we get ready to go here in the heart of the San Joaquin Valley, the Blue Devils in their white uniforms, blue helmets, blue pants. Mendoza ready to go here. Has the ball on the tee. They'll be kicking off left to right. Pull up your favorite chair. West Hills College Coalinga football is on the air, and we are underway here from Coalinga. Wickham will take it to the 5 to the 10. Angles to the right-hand side of the 15. Still on his feet. Bounces off one defender, but he's quickly going to be smothered at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga. Let's talk about the quarterback for your Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga as he gets ready to go here, as it will be the former horn toad of Coalinga High School, Jet Garcia, 53 of 90 passing, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the season. Jet Garcia, he's been trading slots with Jalen Boyd, was a starter for the first game of the season. Had an injury. Now he gets ready to go here. The Falcons moving right to left on your screen here. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback to his right hip. That will be the former Rough Rider, Roosevelt High School. Jerry Tatum to the right hip of Jet Garcia as we get ready to go here. 2 by 2 they'll go. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white.
Little different showing there. Trying and forward.
Tatum with the first carry of the game. First play from scrimmage, gets a couple of yards. Barely gets to around the 19. Actually, they're going to, it will be a gain of 2, second down and 8. So 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's actually, my apologies, 3 receivers to the left, 1 on that far side. Falcons trying to get this offense going here, second and 8. With Tatum to his left hip. Tatum with the motion. Garcia looking, dancing around, trying to escape, and he will not be able to escape that one. The ball came out late.
I think he was down.
I think he was down by contact, John. I think you're correct. So he was brought down quickly in the backfield. A whole lot of tacklers right there. Samaya Russo from Atwater, California, one of the leading tacklers for the Blue Devils with the sack. So the Falcons quickly on this third down. John, what do you want to do in this situation?
We got to hold them right there. I mean, Saturn was in on the play too. Just shot through the gap.
So the Falcons will be in that wing T look. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Garcia in the gun, claps his hands, fakes the handoff, swings it out over across the way to KJ Ford to the 15, shaking and baking. It gets to the 20-yard line. He's quickly brought down by a whole host of tacklers, led by Logan Anderson, the freshman from Escalon, California, the former Cougar of Escalon High. And the Falcons will be forced to punt on their opening drive with 13:47 to go here in the opening quarter. Kind of an opening drive that just stalled out there, John.
They're putting the heat on us right off the bat. So
it will be actually a different kicker as Logan Anderson will be back deep. It's the Falcons kicking will be punting it away from right to left here. Nice spiral punt. Anderson will take a fair catch, and it will be caught at the 41-yard line of Merced College. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils for their opening drive. Moving left to right on your screen, let's talk about the quarterback from Colony Hill, California. The former Red Hawk of Calaveras High School will be number 10, Travis Bird. 53 of 106 on the season, 3 touchdown passes, and 9 interceptions for 715 yards for the season for this 3-5 Merced College squad. 2-2 in conference play. Those 2 wins against Cabrillo College and Gavilan College. They'll be ready to go here. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tailback will be to his left hip. That'll be Makari Hartz. The Blue Devils will have 3 running backs in their possession. Hartz with the first carry, rumbles forward, gets to the 45-yard line, and he's going to be brought down quickly by a whole host of Falcon tacklers. Jermaine Harris leading the charge right there. Delgado right there, former Horn Toad. So we'll bring up a second down for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils showing a little bit of the speed here. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tailback to his left hip. Here comes Bird in the gun on that right hash. Bird swings it out over across the way to that left-hand side. Caught quickly. And he's quickly brought down to the ground. Oh, my word, what a tackle.
By Lawrence.
Nikel Lawrence, I should say, with a stop. And it brings up a third down right there. On the catch was actually number 22, Anthony Berry, the wide receiver from Atwater, California. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 7 here for this Falcon squad on defense. If you're the Falcons, do you want to bring the house into the situation, John?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
2 by 2 they'll go. Bird takes a snap, drops back, has some time. Pressure, throws it, and it will be almost intercepted.
Almost.
But a penalty marker flies in the process. Doris Bridget was bringing the house. Let's see what the penalty marker will be about. I mean, it was a 3rd and 7. This might go either way here.
Harris was just a hair away from intercepting that one. Williams, I mean. It's
a holding call on the Falcons. And it will be an automatic first down to a fresh new set of downs for the Blue Devils. With 12:27 to go here in the opening quarter. No score yet between the Blue Devils and the Falcons. So that'll put the ball at the Falcons' 45-yard line here. So if you're West Hills College Coalinga, how do you respond and come back here?
thought we were doing a good job just holding on the inside there.
So here they go. One receiver left, two to the right. Tailback will be to his left hip. Here comes Bird in the gun, moving left to right on your screen here. Far hash. Hands it off quickly to Jabari Phillips. Actually, my apologies. Makari Hartz with the carry. Gets a couple of yards on the play. It's a gain of around 2.5. They're going to probably mark it around 3. So a second down and 7 for this very good running back room for the Blue Devils. Second down and 7. 12:04 to go here in the first quarter. One receiver left, two to the right. Tailback to his left hip. That will be Phillips. Here comes Burn the gun. Hands it off to Phillips. And the Falcons smell that play in the backfield. Oh, my word. Falcons bring the house. The former Horned Toad of Coalinga High School, Mario Delgado, on the stop. And it quickly brings up another third down here as a Blue Devil slow to get up on the field.
Great blitz on that one.
The defense drawing up a good play right there. It's actually Damian Sines, the 6', 250-pound freshman from Los Banos, California, former Tiger, Los Banos High School. Know who is from Los Banos, John?
No, tell me.
Actually, one of my good friends and colleagues on the Mountain West Network, Paul Loeffler, the voice of Fresno State.
Oh, really?
The play-by-play voice of Fresno State, good friend of mine and also a great mentor. Paul, Pat, and Cam will be on the call tonight in San Jose, the battle for the old V trophy against San Jose State. Getting back here to Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl. Two receivers left, two to the right. Tailback will be to his right hip. That will be Phillips. Bird in the gun, moving left to right on your screen on that far hash.
They're going to throw it.
Falcons wanted to show blitz here. 11:38 and counting to go here in the first. No score. Bird takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws to the left-hand side. It's batted away. Xavier Kennedy almost had it. Intended receiver was Xavier Mason. And the Falcons force a 3-and-out, and the Blue Devils will have to punt here with 11:30 to go in the first quarter.
Great pressure on the quarterback that time, too.
The pressure is the key right there, my friend.
Yep. Hurry him up, make him throw.
So Mendez will handle the punt. Mendoza, I should say. Mendoza will handle the punt here. Standing at his own 43-yard line back deep for the Falcons. Nice spiral punt as it will take a Blue Devils roll inside the 10-yard line, and it will be marked at the 8-yard line. That's where the Falcons have the ball. When we come right back after this, we'll take a quick timeout. No score here in Coalinga. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. 11:25 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Falcons and the Blue Devils of Merced College, alongside with the former Falcon John Clyde. I'm Brian Welch. Opening drives for both the Falcons and the Blue Devils ended in punts. Can the Falcons get this offense going here? 3 receivers left, 1 right. It will be Tatum, the tailback, to his left hip. Tatum with the carry, and he's quickly wrestled down to the ground. Oh, my word. Quickly brought down by Jalen Thou Booth, the sophomore, 6'1", 235-pound defensive lineman from Merced, California, the former Bear of Merced High School, defending defensive player of the year in the conference, and he just shows why he's the defending defensive player of the year right
Every
there.
play, this guy's in on everything.
You heard about him with the pregame conversation with Justin Berna. So second down and 14. Here we go. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. And Jet Garcia standing in his own end zone, moving right to left on your screen here. Tatum, the tailback, to his left tip. Jet takes a snap, hands it off to Tatum. Tatum with some speed to the 10. He's in the 15. He's in the 20. And Jerry Tatum lowers the shoulder, and the Falcons pick up the first down with 10:38 to go in the first quarter. First down for the Falcons.
Tripped up by Lopez.
What a run right there by the Falcons. And the Falcons try and keep this offense going here. First down comes here with 10:28 to go in the first quarter. Here they go. Falcons trying to go a little bit of hurry up here. A little bit of a wishbone look here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jet Garcia in the gun. Motions KJ Ford. Swings it out to KJ Ford, and he bobbles that one. Incomplete pass. KJ Ford, one of the sophomores honored before today's game. His mom and dad saw them before kickoff.
Had enough time. He rolled out, but just underthrew the ball just a little bit.
2nd and 10 at that 25-yard line. Falcons moving right to left on your screen on the far side here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga. What a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Perfect.
Veterans Day. You can see some of the fall colors off into the distance. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, empty set for Jet. And the Falcons moving right to left on your screen. Here comes Jet in the gun, claps his hands, takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws it quickly, and it will be caught. KJ Ford, a redemption
Really
catch
close.
right there. Close to the first down marker, brought down quickly by number 41, Blake Westmoreland, the sophomore, 6 foot, 205-pound linebacker from Hillmar, California. You know why Hillmar's famous, John?
Cheese.
That's correct. That's correct. So here they go, third down. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, tailback to his left hip. That will be Jerry Tatum. Here comes Jet. Blue Devils showing a little bit of blitz here.
Little blitz. They're kind of antsy in the box.
9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Tatum to his left hip. Here comes Jet in the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Tatum, runs to the right-hand side. So on his feet, and he picks up the first down. Jerry Tatum with the first down and a fresh new set of downs for the Falcons with 9:24 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Well, what a statement run right there by the former Rough Rider of Roosevelt High School in Fresno, California. The Rough Riders playing against Exeter in the Division IV CIF Central Section playoffs on Thursday night. The former Rough Rider picking up some yardage right there. Here they go. They'll put Pizzina now as a wide receiver. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, empty set for Jet Garcia. And the Falcons moving right to left on your screen. No score between the Falcons and the Blue Devils here on sophomore day. Jet takes a snap, drops back, has some time. A little bit of pressure, scrambles, and he'll be brought down from behind quickly. Brought down quickly by number 56.
Maybe a couple of yards.
Arnold Denane from Ghana, actually, with the stop for the Blue Devils. But it will got a couple of yards there for the Falcons. Second and actually, they're going to say 2nd and 9.
I don't think I've ever heard a player from Ghana.
There's a lot of players. I mean, it's like from across the United States.
Yeah, but not in California.
Here they go. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, tailback to his left hip. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving right to left on your screen. Hands it off to Pizzina. Pizzina powering forward. He gets to the 40-yard line. What a run right there. Quickly brought down by Samai Russo. Samai Russo, one of the leading tacklers for this Merced College squad. So it sets up a third down here, around 3rd and 6. First down marker at that 46-yard line. If you're West Hills College Coalinga right now, John, what do you want to do on this third down?
I'd pass it.
Here they go.
Because they're going to expect, we got to make up the yardage. We got to pass.
So they're going to put Pizzina as a wide receiver. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty set for Jet Garcia and the Falcons moving right to left on your screen here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl. Jet takes a snap, drops back, has some time, looks, throws on the left-hand side, caught by Porter Nees. Porter Nees into plus territory at midfield. And that's a Falcons first down. What a catch right there by the young man from Stillman Valley, Illinois.
Brought down by Lopez and Lozano.
Lopez brought him down quickly. Darian Lopez from Chowchilla, California, the former tribe of Chowchilla High. And the Falcons at that 48-yard line of Merced College. No score yet with under 8 minutes to go here with 7:12 to go here in the first quarter. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right, kind of a wishbone look. Actually, will be a kind of a wing T look for the Falcons. Moving right to left on your screen here at the 48-yard line. Ford with the motion from left to right. Jet Garcia throws it over to Crossway to Pizzino with the screen pass. He's to the 45 to the 40, and he rumbles to the 39-yard line of Merced College. Excuse me, actually close to the first down marker.
Very close.
And it's actually a Blue Devil down on the ground, actually. That's actually Randy Lozano, the sophomore from Hillmar. Slow to get up. The training staff for the Falcons will rush over there. Also Merced College. What a beautiful afternoon here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. Hopefully Lozano is okay. Both training staffs making sure he's okay. But this drive here, John, the Falcons able to find some offense here. You know what? Hey, throwing some swing passes.
He's up and going off the field.
So he gets up right there, the former Yellow Jacket of Hillmar, California. Because actually, I had a good friend of mine, Jason Pimentel Jr., a pitcher that goes to George Fox University from Hillmar, California. So when you're in elementary school, you're a B. In middle school, you're a Hornet. And when you're in high school, you're a Yellow Jacket. That's the mascot lineage in Hillmar, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so you're a B when you're in elementary, a Hornet when you're in middle school, and a Yellow Jacket in high school.
What happened to Wasps? Is that the kindergartens?
I don't know. I really don't know. One receiver left, two to the right. Actually, it will be in the wishbone look for Jet Garcia as Ford and Pizzino. Ford motioning from left to right. Pizzino with the carry, shaking and baking, powering forward, bringing defenders with him. And he'll get to the 36-yard line. But a good run right there by the former Thunderbird of Robert F. Kennedy High School in Delano, California. His mom and dad are in attendance here today, I should say.
Brought down by Reynolds.
Reynolds with the tackle. For the Blue Devils of Merced College, a first down for Eston set of downs for the Falcons here. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score, but the Falcons are driving. One receiver left, through to the right. Tail back to his right hip. That will be Pizzina. Jet takes the snap, hands it off to Pizzina, shakes and bakes, gets to the 31-yard line, I should say. Got a little ahead of myself. But Avion Pizzina picking up some yardage right there. Kind of really reminiscent of what we saw last year, John, with Vondarius Gordon.
Yeah. Pizzina's doing a good job of driving the ball that he's hard to bring down.
Last year, the Falcons fell 41-7 against this Merced College squad on the road in Merced.
That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year. Totally different game right now in this early going. One receiver left, through to the right, tailback will be to his left hip. That would be Pizzina. Jet takes the snap, throws it over to Pizzino with a screen pass, lowers his shoulder to the 25-yard line. Did he pick up the first down? Indeed he
first
did.
Down. They're moving the chains.
What a run right there. Nice screen pass from
beautiful.
Jet to Avion Pizzina.
He had some heat on him too, but he still rolled out there opening up to get the pass off.
So here they go, the Falcons trying to find a way to the strike first. As the Falcons will be one receiver left, through to the right. Tailback will be to his right hip. That will be Pizzina. Jet Garcia and the Falcons in red. Merced College in white. Here we go. Jet claps his hands, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Pizzina. A little bit of pressure. And he'll be brought down quickly. Jalen Dalboof, the sophomore, the defensive player of the year from last year, with the stop. And it's going to be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. So here they go, 4:30 and counting to go here in quarter number one. No score between the Falcons and the Blue Devils. A kind of a quick first half and first quarter indeed, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
So here they go. They have two receivers left, two to the right. Pizzina will be the tailback to his right hip. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving to right to left on your screen here. Motions Pizzina. Takes a snap, drops back, has some time, a little pressure, spins around, spins away, and he will be quickly brought down in the backfield. Arnold Dezani, it's the defensive lineman from Ghana with this tackle, and it's going to push the Falcons all the way back to the Blue Devil 34-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 20 miles, seems like, for this Falcons offense.
We got to stop that middle. They're just getting in on us too quick.
So here they go. It will be a 3rd and 18 right now. Can the Falcons convert here on 3rd down? No score yet between the Blue Devils and the Falcons here. Two receivers left, two to the right. Pizzino will be the tailback to the left hip of Jet Garcia. Jet in the gun, moving right to left on your screen here. Motion Pizzino from left to right. Jet takes the snap, drops back, throws. Caught by Daniel Nelson. He's at the 25, and he gets to the 21-yard line. What a catch right there by the freshman from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with the grab, and it will bring up a 4th down. And the Falcons might bring out the field goal unit. And indeed, they will bring out the field goal unit as Sam Machette will get ready to go here. That kick will be from that left hash. So indeed, it will be that ball will be placed at that 27-yard line. So it will be a 37-yard attempt here with 2:44 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, Sam's only missed 2 this year, hasn't he?
That's right. Here they go. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. Does it go through the upright? And indeed it does. Good. It sneaks through that right upright, and the Falcons draw first blood here in Coalinga. They lead 3-0 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll step aside right here in Coalinga. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. 2:26 to go here in the first quarter. Falcons out in front 3-0 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. Alongside with the former Falcon, John Klatt, I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network. A great second drive by the Falcons right there. It only ended up in 3, John, but hey, the Falcons got some points on the board.
We got on the board.
So here we go. Sam Merced, who just attempted a 37-yard field goal attempt, made it look easy as it sneaked through right upright. A little had hold our breath there a little bit, but it made it look easy. Be back deep for the
Anderson and Phillips are back to receive.
And that ball will sail out of bounds on that left sideline.
Good field position to start.
It's actually, you might have noticed that right there. It's actually John McMichaels leveled a special team member of the Blue Devils. So a kick out of bounds for the Falcons will put the Blue Devils with the ball here. Opening drive for the Blue Devils. It was a very interesting one, 3 and out. But the Falcons defense played very smart right there. So here they go. Ball placed at that 35-yard line. 2:26 to go here in the opening quarter. So it will be Bird in the gun from McQualmie Hill, California. 2 receivers left, one to the right, and it will be Hartz the tailback to his right hip here. Blue Devils in white, Falcons in red. Ball placed on that right hash. Hands it off. The Hart shaking and bacon. And quickly brought down by Darius Doze. Has 19 tackles on the season for the Falcons before coming into today's game. So it will bring up a 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 yards. So here they go. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hartz will remain the tailback. As actually this Falcon defense trying to get off the field here. 2nd down and 7. Bird throws it, and it's going to be batted away at the line. What a play right there. Incomplete pass. A great job of the Falcons front line putting their paws up there to deflect that one.
I think that Telfar got his hands on it. I'm not sure.
Steven Telfar on that defensive line, I should say. Here they go, 3rd and 7. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hartz will be the tailback to his left hip. Here comes Bird in the gun. Moving left to right on your screen here.
A little confusion, I think.
So here they go. It's actually 15 seconds still on the play clock. Bird takes the snap, drops back, throws it, and it will be caught quickly by Harris. And Harris gets into Falcons territory, wrestled down by Rise Watkins, the young man from down under. It'll be a 1st down for the Blue Devils inside Falcons territory at that 39-yard line.
Longest pass of the day.
And in between the hashes, I mean, you know what? In that secondary, can the Falcons kind of recover here? Here they go, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, showing a little bit of speed with their blue helmets, white uniforms, blue pants. Here comes Bird in the gun, tailback to his left hip. That'll be Jabari Phillips. Jabari Phillips from Merced, California. Phillips with the carry.
Phillips got the ball.
And he's quickly brought down.
Right there.
Oh, my word. What a tackle right there by the Falcons on the defensive side. Jermaine Harris, the sophomore from Kansas City, with the stop, and it will bring up a 2nd down and 9 for this Blue Devil squad moving left to right on your screen.
Great read on that play.
You know what? This defense, you can feel the intensity right now.
They're playing hard. They're smart.
So here they go. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right, tailback to his left hip. That will be Phillips. Here comes Bird in the gun on that left hash, moving left to right on your screen. Bird takes the snap, tosses it over across the way to Phillips. Phillips shaking and baking, and the Falcons able to smell that one out quickly. Rise Watkins, the sophomore from Sydney, Australia, with the stop, and it will bring up a 3rd down for this Blue Devil squad with under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Little confusion on that.
Because actually the guy who's calling the signs in for Merced College, we'll talk about that a little bit later. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Phillips, the tailback to his left hip. Phillips now to his right hip now. Here comes Bird in the gun, takes a snap, rolls to the right-hand side, looking, throws it, and it's going to be caught quickly by Harris, and he's brought down by Tripline, and it will not be enough for a 1st down.
Nope.
And that's how the first quarter will end here in Coalinga. What a first quarter indeed here at Chuck Garden Memorial Bowl. It's your Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga out in front, 3-0 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back after this. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. On to the second quarter we go here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley, alongside with the former Falcon, John Klatt. I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football. Fourth down for the Blue Devils of Merced College as we get ready to go here. A great job defensively for the Falcons there to force a 3-and-out by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, couldn't play it any better that first. That set of downs is great.
So here they go back deep for the Falcons. Will be Malik Bradford. Punted away will be Jason Mendoza, the sophomore from Atwater, California. His own 48-yard line. Punts it away. A wobbly punt, and that ball will go in the end zone. It will be a touchback. First and 10 for the Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga at their own 25-yard line with 9 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. 2 drives in the books for this Falcons offense, John. 1 drive they had a punt. The second drive, they were able to get 3 points on the board. What have you liked from this Falcons offense already?
You know, I think we're mixing it up. Jeff's doing a good job of getting a lot of heat on him, but he's still getting the ball out. We just can't get him opening up, making a yardage after we catch.
I think
but
also
the defense is doing awesome.
That's right. But also you kind of look at that running game. I mean, you have that 1-2 punch of Jerry Tatum and Avion Pazina.
Yeah, Pazina's looking really good today.
So here they go. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. It will be a wishbone look for the Falcons, moving left to right on your screen here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl. Here we go, jet in the gun. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Motions forward from left to right. Jet throws over to KJ Ford. He bobbles that one. It will be 2nd down and 10. KJ Ford trying to find a way to grab onto that ball. So we'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for this Falcon squad with 14:46 to go here in the second quarter. So this Falcon squad trying to get this offense moving here as they lead 3-0 against this Blue Devils of Merced College. Here they go. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Tatum will be the tailback to the right hip of Jet Garcia. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. Jet hands it off to Tatum, shaking and baking, but he's quickly wrapped up at the line of scrimmage quickly. And he's brought down quickly by number 56, Arnold Janae. We've been calling his name so far this afternoon. The young man from Ghana, before today, had 11 tackles for the Blue Devils this season for Merced College.
Kid's fast.
I mean, you turn on the film on this Blue Devil squad, John, you see.
How tall is he anyway?
He's 6'3", according to the roster for Merced College.
I never saw his stats.
Here they go. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Tatum will be the tailback to his right hip. Here comes Jet Garcia. In the gun, motions Tatum from right to left. Jet takes the snap, drops back, has some time. Pressured, spins out of that one, still on his feet, and he's quickly punished for that one. Oh, my word, Russo with the tackle, and it will bring up a 4th down for the Falcons. And 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing for this Falcons offense. You get a gift from the defense, but you're not able to cash that one in as Rudy Valdez will punt this one away for the Falcons. So it will be Anderson back
to
deep.
Receive.
So it will be ready to go here. 4th and 8, 13:35 to go here in the second on this beautiful Saturday sunny afternoon here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. Ball, a nice spiral punt by Valdez. A fair catch called by Anderson. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network. If you're just now joining us here in Coalinga with 13:20 to go in the second quarter, it's your Falcons out in front, 3-0 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. And you've been liking this defense of the Falcons right now, John. I mean,
yeah, we're doing a pretty good job there. We just can't keep them out. Give Jet a little bit more time.
So here they go. It will be a 1st and 10 for Travis Bird. And this Blue Devil offense moving right to left on your screen here. Ball placed at that 45-yard line of Merced College. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Tailback will be to his right hip. That will be Phillips. Phillips with the motion. Swings pass over to Phillips quickly. And he's brought down to the backfield. Oh, my. Darryl Tripline with the stop. Brings up a 2nd down. What a play right there. Darryl Tripline able to sniff that play out.
He read that play from the get-go.
Read it like a history book right there.
Yeah, baby.
2nd down and 14 for this Blue Devil squad. Here they go. 2 receivers left. It will be 2 to the right, as it will be a new running back, Jimene Lopez, in the game. Bird takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws it quickly, and it's going to be caught by Owen Nash. Owen Nash with the grab, and a penalty marker on the field as he picks up the 1st down. The freshman from Escalon, California, the former Cougar of Escalon High. You know what Escalon's famous for?
sardines.
Actually, it's a big cowboy town.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know it is.
Yeah, it is. It is a big cowboy town. And it's a penalty marker on the Falcons.
I think that was on Williams.
As the Falcons brought the house, but
That was a late hit on the quarterback. He was.
So here we go. The Falcons will try to get something going here, get off the field defensively here.
That hurt.
Yeah, so they're going to march that all the way into plus territory and then some into Falcons territory. If you're a fan of the Falcons, you're not happy about this moment right here. Here they go. It will be two receivers to the left, one to the right. It will be Lopez, the tailback, to the right hip of Bird. Lopez with the carry, shaking and baking, and he's quickly brought down, chopped down by a whole host of Falcons tacklers led by Helton and also Tripline. Tripline also upended them as well in the process. So we'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils trailing 3-0, and Lopez a little bit, he's limping a little bit right there. Two receivers left, one to the right. Bird fakes the handoff, throws it, and it's going to be caught quickly. It's actually incomplete.
Nope, incomplete.
Intended receiver is Tony Woosley, the sophomore, 6'4", 245-pound tight end from Chowchilla, California. Former tribe of Chowchilla High with the stop. Well, it was the intended wide receiver, Malik Bradford, able to swat that one away to make the Blue Devils' afternoon very stressful.
What was Chowchilla's mascot?
The
before?
Tribe. It was actually the Redskins.
Yes,
but
it was. I used to live in Chowchilla.
It's called the Tribe now. Two receivers left, two to the right. Bird takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws it in between the hash. Intercepted off. Here comes Tripline. Tripline going the other way.
He's gone.
He's the 40. Past midfield.
Inside.
He's the 40.
Don't hit him from the back. Don't get him from the back. Yes.
He's 20. He's 10. He's gone. That's a pick 6. That's a Falcons touchdown. Daryl Tripline takes it to the house.
Oh, there's a flag.
But let's see. A penalty marker on the field. Let's see what will happen here. It is at the 2-yard line.
There was nobody down there but red shirts.
It might be excessive celebration because the PAT team is coming onto the field. But regardless, what a play right there. Good job by Daryl Tripline to say, hey, you know what? Read the quarterback's eyes.
Yep.
And the Falcons able to capitalize quickly here. As they are picking up the flag here.
The flag up.
2 penalty markers right there. As now the referee will have a conversation with Pinkosco. We have a conversation, try to figure out what's going on here. Excuse me. And let's see what the call will be from the referee.
Yeah, we're going to snap it right went in.
Well, it is a PAT attempt, so let's see what the call will be. It's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Falcons. It is a touchdown.
Touchdown's good.
So 11:48 to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be a chance for Sam Machette to add on to this lead here for the Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga.
Already made the field goal, 37-yarder. Now an extra point should be nothing but a cakewalk.
So here they go. Here's the PAT attempt on the south end side of Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl.
Whoop, offside.
And a penalty marker already. Very flag happy first half indeed.
It's going to be laundry day.
And let's see what the call will be. As it is on the Falcons. Okay then. So the Falcons will be backed up a little bit here. But Sam Machette was able to make a 37-yard field goal attempt earlier. This kind of looks like a cakewalk, but with the wind the wind's not blowing as much as we noticed that south to the north end side of the bowl.
It's hard to tell in the booth, but on the ground field level, it could be a little different.
Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It goes through the uprights, and it's good. So the Falcons lead by 10-0 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back with more action here from Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga with 11:48 to go in the second quarter. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. 11:48 to go here in the first half. It's your Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga out in front. 10-0, courtesy of a pick six by Daryl Tripline, the freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with the pick six. And that was a play the Falcons have been wanting all season long right there, John.
Needed.
So here they go after the unsportsmanlike penalty. On the drive, it will be assessed on the kickoff as Sam Merced puts the tee at the 20-yard line. It's Anderson and Phillips back deep for the Blue Devils of Merced College. 11:48 to go here in the second quarter. 10-0. Falcons out in front here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. What a beautiful afternoon for football here in the heart of Coalinga. Here we go. Sam Merced has the ball on the tee. He kicks it away. Nice end-over-end kick. And it will be taken by Phillips. Bobbles it a little bit. Gets to the 20 to the 25. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. Still on his feet. And Sam Merced upends him right there. And a penalty marker flies in late right there.
Tripping.
Sam Merced. I mean, as a kicker, hey, you know what? Pulled a Pat McAfee right there a little bit. So let's see what the penalty marker will be all about. But, special teams, the Falcons have been flying all over the place. So let's see what the call will be. Personal foul, tripping.
Yep.
On the Falcons.
On Sam.
And Sam Merced, hey, you know what?
He couldn't tackle him. He had to get him down somehow.
But
in my book, that was beautiful.
So here they go, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils with 11:42 to go here in the second. 10-0, Falcons out in front. This has been a very frustrating first half indeed for this Blue Devils offense. They're able to get some offense going here, but the drive ended abruptly with that pick six right there by Tripline. So here they go, 2 receivers left, one to the right. It will be Hart's the tailback to his right hip. Here comes, actually it's going to be Adrian Lopez into the game here. As Hart's gets a couple of yards right there, gets barely.
Maybe a yard.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna probably give him 2.
Yep.
They're gonna give him 2. 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Devils. As right here in the press box, we can feel a little bit of that wind right now, John.
It's starting to pick up.
So here they go. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Hartz will be the tailback. To the right side, here comes Lopez, the young man from Atwater, California. Hartz with the carry once again, and he'll be quickly brought down to the ground. Oh, my word. Derek Taylor, the freshman, 6'2", 235-pound defensive lineman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with the stop right there for the Falcons, pushes the Blue Devils back behind the original line of scrimmage and makes it a 3rd and 11. Oh, they're going to make it on the scoreboard it says 3rd and 10, but it's 3rd and 11 right on the field.
Little delay on the handoff there. I think that little mix-up couldn't get it handed off right. Just enough time for us to get in there and get him.
Here they go. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Here comes Lopez. Spins around, goes to the right-hand side, throws it, and it will be incomplete as Tony Woosley falls on the ground, and it will bring up a 4th down for Merced College, and the punt unit will come onto the field with 10:30 to go in the first half. So a great job by this Falcons defense. You know, we've been talking about, especially during commercial breaks, this defense is coming alive right here.
Yeah, they're looking really good.
So it will be actually back deep for the Falcons. It will be Jamil Williams. Back deep. He's walking to the 15. As Jason Mendoza ready to go here, the sophomore from Atwater, California. It's Falcons show blitz. Falcons rush. Nice spiral punt by Mendoza. Williams, he'll take it, bobbles it, but it will be a fair catch at the 7-yard line, and that's where the Falcons had the ball with 10:23 to go here in the first half. 10-0, Falcons out in front. We'll stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network. If you're just now joining us here in Coalinga, it's been a very good one for the Falcons D. The offense trying to get some offense going. They had a field goal, a 37-yard field goal attempt by Sam Merced, which made it good, and a pick six by Daryl Tripline. So it brings up a very interesting one. The previous drive was a 3-and-out for the Falcon squad deep in their own territory.
This is going to be a test being starting this deep.
So the ball will be placed actually at that 7-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the right, as it will be Tatum, the tailback, to the right hip of Jet Garcia. Jet Garcia takes the snap and keeps it, actually wants to roll to the right-hand side, keeps it himself, and he's escorted out of bounds quickly by led by Randy Lozano. Randy Lozano back into the game right there. So it will bring up a second down. Some good yardage right there by Jet. Hey, you know what? Be smart about it. Hey.
Yeah, he didn't get stupid and throw the ball away.
So we'll bring up a second down and 7 after a gain of 3. The 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jet Garcia will be in the gun here. Trey Cook's into the ball game with Jerry Tatum as well. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. Falcons moving left to right on your screen here. Jet hands it off to Jerry Tatum, and he's quickly brought down to the ground. Blake Westmoreland, the sophomore from Hillmar, California, with the stop.
A little bit of a low snap on that.
So it will bring up a third down for this Falcons squad with 9:37 to go here in the first half. 10-0 Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils. In this third down right now, John, what do you want to do if you're the Falcons?
Stay out of that end zone. Don't let us get pushed back there and get caught.
Don't pull like a Cal Poly from last week.
We don't want to talk about that.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right, empty set for Jet and the Falcons. Falcons moving left to right on your screen here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga.
I think he's changing the play up.
3 receivers left, 2 right, empty set, and a whistle, and that might be a delay of game on the Falcons. Or did Justin Burner call a timeout? Yes, he did, just in time.
Because play clock was down to nothing.
So a timeout taken by the Falcons with 9:02 to go here in the second. 10-0 Falcons out in front. We'll take a quick timeout here in Coalinga. 10-0 Falcons out in front against Merced College. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .902 to go here in the first half. It will bring up a 3rd and 9 for this Falcons squad. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty set for Jet Garcia and the Falcons moving left to right on your screen here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga. Here we go. Jet in the gun. Former Horned Toad of Coalinga High School here. Jet claps his hands, takes a snap, drops back, has some time, pressured, trying to escape, and he'll be brought down quickly by Russo with the sack. And Russo, once again, has been a very dangerous person from Merced College, and the Falcons will be forced to punt with 8:48 and counting to go here in the first half. I mean, just kind of like the pocket just collapsed right there, John.
Oh, there's just no time to even move.
So 1 step forward, 2 steps back, back-to-back drives for the Falcons. End and punts. So here we go, back deep for the Blue Devils. It will be Anderson. Valdez out of his own end zone, quickly gets it away. Anderson calls for a fair catch at the 37-yard line. That's where the Blue Devils have the ball with 8:19 to go here in the first half. A very interesting one here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. This Merced College squad kind of stuck in the mud a bit, John. I mean, you know what? Hey, they're getting some offensive run. They're able to run the ball pretty good. Hey, a trio of running backs with Phillips, and you have Hartz and Lopez.
Yeah, we're shutting them. We're shutting the offense down. We just can't get our act together on the offense.
So here they go. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. It will be Lopez, Adrian Lopez, second drive. He's been in the game as Hartz will be to his right hip. Hartz with the carry, runs to the left-hand side, cuts up, and he's brought down in the backfield. Doris Bridget brings him down. And it will be a loss of 2 right there. Second down and 12 for this Falcon squad on the defensive side.
Good rush on that. We had that covered right from the get-go.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. It will be Lopez still in the gun with Phillips to his right hip.
Showing blitz.
Falcons trying to bring the house here with 7:49 and counting to go here in the second.
Shooting right there.
Lopez
shooting the gap.
Throws it. Screen pass to Phillips. Phillips shaking and baking. Breaks 1 tackle. He's to the 35. Escapes to the 30-yard line. And Tripline able to finish him off right there at the 29-yard line of West Hills College Coalinga. So it will set up a very interesting third down. If you're Merced College offensively here, John, what do you want to do here? They're going to quickly go for it. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Trying to catch the Falcons off guard here. Lopez hands it off to Phillips. Runs on the left-hand side. Finds a hole. Still on his feet, breaks to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet, and he'd get into the end zone, inside the 5. Oh, my word. Kind of bizarre right there, John. I mean, the Falcons almost caught. It's a little bit sleeping right there. But that play almost could have been blown up.
Then we had 6 guys right there. Could have brought him down.
So here they go. Instead of a 4th down, it will bring up a 1st and goal for this Blue Devil squad. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. It will be actually Lopez in the Wildcat here. Runs it, and he's brought down to the backfield once again. None other than the young man from Delray Beach, Florida. Derice Bridget brings him down, moves him back all the way to the 7-yard line. What a play right there by Bridget.
Bridget's having a good day today.
You know what? Hey, when you say bring the house, I think Derice Bridget has a smile right there a little bit. One of the best rushers for the Falcons all season long. Can they keep this Blue Devil offense out of the end zone here? Under 7 minutes to go here in the first half here in Coalinga. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Lopez will be in the gun. Tailback to his right hip. It will be Hartz. Lopez fakes a handoff, rolls to the right, throws it. It's almost intercepted. Oh, my word. Had 2 Falcons right there. You had Mr. Bradford right there, and also number 21, Nikhil Lawrence, the freshman from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, almost on the interception. But, oh, my word. I mean, hey, you know what? This Falcons defense is flying around. No pun intended right there. So we'll bring up a 3rd and goal for this Blue Devil squad, moving right to left on your screen. If you're West Hills College Coalinga here, John, do you want to bring the house in the situation?
Oh, you have to.
Here they go, 2 by 2 they'll go. Tailback to his left hip. Lopez throws it, and it will be incomplete, and it's deflected away. Durrell Tripline. On the defense, knocks that one away. 4th and goal for the Blue Devils of Merced College.
Yeah, they're going to bring in the...
So the field goal unit team will come onto the field here with 6:04 to go here in the first half. Stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll get a chance to look at some of the scores from across the college football landscape. All that coming up on the Falcons halftime show as Jason Mendoza will be attempting a 25-yard field goal attempt on the north end side of Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl. Here's the kick.
Just about blocked.
Goes through the uprights, and indeed, that ball was good. So, with under 6 minutes to go here in the first half, the Blue Devils get on the board for the first time this afternoon on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. It's your Falcons out in front by a touchdown, 10-3 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back after this. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .556 to go here in the first half on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley, alongside with the former Falcon, John Klett. I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network. Our camera guy today is Richard Welch, bringing you the sights here from Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl.
Sanchez and Brazil back to receive.
So we get ready to go here. Jason Mendoza ready to has the ball on the tee. As he kicks that one away. And Sanchez will take it. He goes to the 5, gets to the 10, into the 15, to the 20, angles to the left-hand side of the 25. Still on his feet. Devin Sanchez to the 30.
Cutting the corner.
He's to the 40-yard line, and Devin Sanchez wrestled out of bounds. Devin Sanchez with a great return. The former Horned Toad of Coalinga High School puts the Falcons in good field position here with 5:41 to go in the first half.
Great return, the way he rolled out to the outside like that. Had the blockers perfect. Couldn't play it any better.
That looks a lot like what he did last year for the Toads of Coalinga High School. So it will be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons with great field position right there, all because of the young man, the freshman himself, Devin Sanchez, who was a 1,000-yard rusher for the Toads his senior season. Here can the Falcons get this offense going here as they lead by 7, 10-3. One receiver left, through to the right, tailback to his right hip. That will be Tatum. Jet Garcia takes the snap, hands it off to Tatum. Tatum shaking and baking, and he's quickly brought down in the backfield by Denane once again, the sophomore from Ghana. So we'll bring up a second down, a loss of 2, in fact, for this Falcons squad. Right now, what do you want to do in the situation, John? Do you want to start passing it at the second down?
We need to keep that kid out of the game.
So here they go. Can they try to get it? Can they stop this defense of the Blue Devils? This Blue Devils front line and that linebacking core very tough today.
Very good. Very, very good.
One receiver left, through to the right. Tailback will be Tatum once again. Here comes Jet Garcia. Tatum with the motion. Jet takes a snap, drops back, has some time, wants to air it out down the right sideline, and it will be almost intercepted. Intended wide receiver was KJ Ford on the coverage right there. Oh, my word, was Darian Lopez, the freshman from Chowchilla, California. Almost intercepted at the former tribe of Chowchilla High. Whistles before the whistles. And now, what's going on now? They want 5:02 on the game clock right there. So 5:02 to go here in this first half. Stay tuned for our halftime shows. Get a chance to look at some of the scores from across the college football landscape. All that coming up on the halftime show, the Falcons halftime show, in a matter of 5 minutes. Here we go. Can the Falcons try to find a way to convert here on third down? They have not been in this situation much this afternoon. One receiver left, through to the right, tailback to his right hip. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving left to right on your screen. Motions Jerry Tatum from left to right, and he's quickly brought down to the backfield. Russo sacks Jet Garcia quickly, and that front line for the Blue Devils slices through that offensive line of the Falcons like Swiss cheese, and the Falcons will be forced to punt with under 5 minutes to go before halftime.
Yeah, we got an outside blitz on both the linebackers.
Just the frustration of this afternoon so far. It's been a good afternoon, but converting on third down and trying to get plays going in the way of the Falcons offensively has been a struggle, to say the least. Here we go. Rudy Valdez ready to punt this one away. Punts it. Nice spiral punt, a signature by Valdez. Anderson calls a fair catch at the 29-yard line. That's where the Blue Devils will have the ball when we come right back after this. Falcons out in front, 10-3 against Merced College. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .4:17 to go here in the first half. It's 10-3, Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College. A pivotal drive for this Blue Devils offense, John.
You bet. We got to hold them right here.
So here they go.
Defense going to play tough.
So they'll have one receiver left, through to the right. It will be Lopez in the gun, tailback to his right hip. Motions Hartz. Lopez throws. It's going to be quickly caught by his wide receiver quickly.
Fumble
on the carpet, and I think the Falcons had it.
I think we got it.
It was Anthony Berry with the catch, and the Falcons might have it. But actually, the Blue Devils are able to fall on their grenade for that one.
Yeah, they got it first.
So Berry with the catch, and he's able to salvage, and his teammates able to salvage that one. Here they go. Fresh new set of downs for the Falcons. Well, fresh new set of downs for the Blue Devils, I should say. One receiver left, through to the right. Hartz will be the tailback to the right hip, now to the left hip of Lopez. Lopez from Atwater, California. Takes a snap, runs to the right-hand side. Breaks one tackle, so on his feet. And he's going to be brought down to the backfield quickly by Darius Doze behind the line of scrimmage. And it will bring up a second down for this Blue Devils squad. But a great job by Doze and Bridget. I
think they lost a couple of yards on it.
So the Falcons going a little bit faster. One receiver left, through to the right, something they did in that previous drive. Lopez takes the snap, drops back, has some time, throws it on the right side, and it's almost intercepted, but a penalty marker flies in the process. Malik Bradford not happy about that one. 3:15 to go here in the first half.
Going to get us on.
Probably on a pass interference, because that was triple coverage right there. So can the Falcons find a way to get off the field here? Xavier Candidate talking with his teammates, and the chains will move in favor of the Blue Devils with 3:15 to go here in the first half. The Falcons will try to find a way to get off the field here. Ball placed at midfield on that right hash. Blue Devils in their white uniforms, blue helmets, blue pants. Moving to right to left on your screen here in Coalinga. So here they go. 3 receivers left, one to the right tailback to the right hip. That will be Phillips. Lopez hands it off. Actually, Lopez keeps it himself, breaks one tackle. He gets past midfield, and he's going to be escorted out of bounds and actually tackled by Doze at the 45-yard line of the Falcons. So it will bring up a second down for this Blue Devil squad. Second down and 5 with 3:06 to go and counting before halftime. So the Falcons subbing players off. 3 receivers left, one to the right. A little bit of speed shown up by the Blue Devils, and a timeout taken by West Hills College. Coalinga will stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network with 2:55 to go here in Coalinga in the first half. 10-3, Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College, alongside with the former Falcon John Klett. I'm Brian Welch, glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl on Sophomore Day 2023. Here in Coalinga. What a beautiful afternoon for some football here on this 11th day in November. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there listening on the Falcons Audio Network. With all the leaves off into the distance, it's finally fall here in Coalinga, John.
For all you veterans out there, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But this has been a very good first half. You are a big fan of the Falcons. Also, welcome the listeners from Merced College as well. Hopefully, we've been giving you a great presentation of Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network. So the Falcons lead by 7, 10-3 here in Coalinga. Can the Falcons get off the field here defensively? As
we're going to have to.
We have to. That's exactly right. 3 receivers left, one to the right. It will be Phillips, the tailback, to the left hip of Lopez. Lopez in the gun, moving to right to left on your screen on that far hash. Here comes Lopez, hands it off to Phillips, runs forward, submarines forward to the 40-yard line to the first down marker, and that'll be enough for a Merced College first down. So a little bit of speed shown by the Blue Devils kind of throws the Falcons off a little bit right there, John.
Yeah, Taylor had a hold of him. He drugged Taylor for 3 yards.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, one to the right. It will be Phillips in the backfield, the tailback to the right hip of Lopez. Lopez, screen pass over to cross away to Phillips. Phillips shaking and baking to the 30. He's to the 30, to the 35, 30, 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and Phillips to the pylon. Did he get in? No, he did not. To the 3-yard line. Oh, my word. Break that down once again to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20, 15, to the 10, and got to the 3-yard line. Just kind of craziness right there. I mean,
poor tackling.
Yeah. So here they go. 2:23 to go here in the first half. Can the Falcons get off the field here? This is a Blue Devil squad. They knocked on the door before. 2 receivers
they're
left.
Gonna run right through the middle.
So Phillips will be the tailback once again. Lopez in the gun, moving right to left on your screen. Lopez throws it over to Phillips, and he's not going to be caught at all. He's all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Merced College. And with a point after try coming up, the Blue Devils have a chance to tie this thing up here with 2:03 to go in the first half. Wow. So here we go. Mendoza will do the PAT. Bobble snap, and a penalty marker flies. Mendoza runs to the right side, throws it up, and it's going to be intercepted by Kennedy. But another penalty marker once again. 2 penalty markers. And let's see what the call will be. I mean, offsides, false start. I mean,
it's about the only thing it could be.
Or maybe unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean,
it was way early though.
So let's see what the call will be as the referees hashing this one out here on the north end side of Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga. A very flag-happy first half indeed. As Coach Panasco getting an explanation from the referee. 2 penalty markers inside the 5 and 1 in the right corner of the end zone. Let's see what the call will be. As as here's the call. Pass interference on the defense. That's declined. Offsides on the Falcons. And they'll retry the kick, so half the distance to the goal. So the Falcons couldn't really get, just frustration right there on two levels right there, John.
How could they get us on pass interference there?
Probably,
I don't understand that.
Probably when Mendoza rolled out to his right. Here's the PAT on the way, and it goes for the uprights. We are all leveled up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga. It's the Blue Devils of Merced College with 10, and your West Hills College Coalinga Falcons with 10. We'll be right back after this with 2:03 to go in the first half. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .203 to go here in the first half. We're all tied up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga alongside with the former Falcon, John Klatt. I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon. Just a kind of bizarre drive right there for the Falcons defensively.
Oh, man.
Able to hold up pretty good, and then it all unraveled like a ball of twine. How do you respond if you're West Hills College Coalinga?
We just got to go in the locker room ahead. That's all there is to it. We can't. We got 2 minutes to get down there and score 6.
The offense has only put up 3 points. That was a 37-yard field goal attempt by Sam Merced back in the first quarter. So can the Falcons try to find a way to get this offense going here? It's the Falcons will receive that ball. They'll be going left to right on your screen. As the Blue Devils kick it off right to left. It will be taken by Devin Sanchez. A great return last time. He stutter steps to the 20. Still on his feet to the 25. He's to the 30. Devin Sanchez at the 35-yard line, and he's taken out of bounds by Logan Anderson. First
Another
and
good
10.
return.
Back-to-back good returns right there by the freshman from Coalinga. I know he has a lot of family members in attendance today here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. First and 10 for this Falcon squad with under 2 minutes to go here in Coalinga.
Plenty of time to score.
So here they go, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Falcons, moving left to right on your screen. Ball placed on that right hash. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be to his right hip. That will be Pazina. Pazina was honored before the game for being a sophomore. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving left to right on your screen, claps his hands off to Pazina. Pazina submarines forward, and he gets a couple of yards there. And he's brought down quickly once again by none other than by DeJanes. He's still in that backfield, still causing a little bit of havoc right there, John.
The guy's a monster out there.
He's 6'3", 215 pounds.
And he's quick.
That's right. This is a very tough Merced College squad, 3-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play. 2 receivers left, 3 right, empty set for Jet Garcia. And the Falcons here moving left to right on your screen. Jet takes a snap, bobbles it a little bit, looking, pump fakes, rolls to the right-hand side, looking, throws it, and it's going to be caught by Pazina. Pazina to the 50, into Merced College territory, lowers the shoulder, 1st and 10 for the Falcons in Merced College territory. What a run right there by the young man from Delano, California, the former Thunderbird of Robert F. Kennedy High School, and the Falcons trying to find a way with 65 seconds to go here before halftime. If you're Justin Burnett, do you want to call your final timeout here?
No, I'd save it.
So here they go. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Tailback will be Pazina to the left hip of Jet Garcia. Jet Garcia in the gun. Moving left to right on your screen here at the 41-yard line of Merced College. Jet takes the snap, drops back, has some time, throws it to the left side. Caught by Gall. He's to the 35-30. Still on his feet to the 30-yard line, and he's quickly wrestled down quickly by number 88, Luke Anderson. So a fresh new set of downs there.
If he had only kept south, he'd have gotten 3-4 more yards, and then we could have called a timeout.
Here they go. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Pazina with the motion from right to left. Jet looks, throws it in between the hashes, and it's almost caught.
No flag on that.
Intended wide receiver was KJ Ford. So it will bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 23.9 seconds to go here in the first half. The clock stops on that incomplete pass. If you can't get out of bounds on this play, do you call a timeout here,
Going to
John?
have to.
So the Falcons will huddle up here right now as we are all tied up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga. The Falcons find a way to get into the end zone and find 6. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Wishbone look for the Falcons, moving the left to right on your screen here. Jet swings out over to cross with the right side of KJ Ford. Wanted to throw it, gets to the 35, still on his feet.
Get out of bounds.
Still on his feet, KJ Ford, and he's brought down quickly by Russo. And I think with 13 seconds to go here, 12.9 seconds to go here in the first half, Justin Berna burns his final timeout in the half.
He'd been better off getting out of bounds instead of going back to the center of the field.
So 12.9 seconds to go here. Do you want to get it? If you want to throw it, if you find your wide receiver timeout taken by West Hills College Coalinga, we'll say right here on the Falcons Audio Network, if you throw it to your wide receiver and he quickly gets out of bounds, how close do you want to get Sam Merced for a field goal?
We got to get another 15 yards at least.
Exactly. So glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley in Coalinga, California. We are all tied up at 10 apiece if you're just now joining us here on the Falcons Audio Network. What a bizarre second quarter. I mean, a very fast first quarter indeed. Second quarter kind of going back and forth, slugging it out. Kind of looks like a very good slugfest here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley, John.
We better be doing a lot more punching the second half.
So as we get ready to go here, this timeout here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl, and the Falcons trying to find a way to get this offense moving here. With 12.9 seconds to go here, if you're Justin Berna in that huddle, what are you saying to your offense?
Score.
So we'll bring up a second down, actually.
We need a sideline pass right here and out of bounds. If we can't get in the end zone, they're not going to give us time to get in the end zone.
Well, Merced had a 37-yard field goal attempt earlier, so you would have to run out of bounds at like the 20-yard line to set something up. Here they go. 3 receivers left, one to the right. Jet takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws it, and it will be incomplete. Just bullets a pass, incomplete. Intended receiver was Wickham. Actually, my apologies, that was Nelson. So with 8.9 seconds to go here in the first half.
What are we trying to think here?
So can the Falcons?
They can't get another play off.
Because it was dead because of the incomplete pass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you can run something quickly in 8.9 seconds, run it out of bounds. And now whistles before the snaps. Kind of a little bizarreness right here before halftime.
Well, these guys are still learning. These guys in these zebra suits.
So let's see what the call will be here. And it's just a very interesting way to.
I don't understand the last play.
With KJ Ford?
Well, throwing down through the middle like that. I mean, they know that we were going to try to throw the outside, but we made no attempt to even run out.
I would say go to Porter Needs. You know what? On the far side, Porter Needs is over there. I mean, you throw it, but you want to get it quickly out of bounds.
You got to get out right. It's got to go bam, bam. That's all there is to it. But they're not giving enough time to, because he's not going to have time to set up and throw. It's going to be on the run.
Would you want just do a keeper?
No.
So here they go, third.
We need the extra yards.
Exactly. Here they go. 3 receivers left. One to the right. Pizzino will be the tailback to the left hip of Jet Garcia. Falcons moving left around your screen. Here comes Jet. Claps his hands. Takes a snap. And a false start penalty as the wide receivers jumped a little bit too early. And it'll back the Falcons up 5 more yards. And just this first half, just a very frustrating one here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl.
We just shot ourselves in the foot right there.
So it will back them up 5 yards instead of a 3rd and 13 to make it 3rd and 18, maybe close to 20 miles kind of thing.
Yeah, we're trying to get Sam closer to get a kick in there, and we're just virtually impossible right now.
So here they go, 3 receivers left, one to the right, 8.9 seconds to go here in the first half. Jet rolls to the left-hand side after faking the handoff, throws it, and it's going to be caught by Austin Cole. What a grab right
good
there.
Job.
Austin Gall might have made the grab, but let's see what the call will be. They're saying, let's see if he was incomplete. Now Wickham's trying to get a response. So the referee on the far sideline said Gall stepped out of bounds. Just bizarreness in Coalinga. Justin Burner trying to get a response here. So a 4th and 18. So
That was lame.
that was a beautiful catch right there by
Yeah, he had
Austin
time
Gall.
to set up and see where his feet were.
A nice one play. So it's 4.2 seconds to go here. So they'll put, I think they're going to put Brandon Tyrone on that far side. Nelson on the near side. And finger pointing continues. And just a bizarre way here at the end of this first half and a delay game by the Falcons. So
Oh, my
5 more
gosh.
yards. So, wow. This is not the way you want to go into halftime here, folks. With 4.2 seconds to go here in Coalinga. Wow. So here they go. 3 receivers left, one to the right at the 43-yard line of Merced College. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Pizzina the tailback to the left tip of Jet Garcia. Here comes Jet in the gun, moving left to right on the screen. Takes a snap, drops back, has some time. Pressured. Pocket collapses, throws it down the near sideline. Battling forward will be Dozy, and it will be intercepted by number 23, Jermaine Robinson from Merced College, and that's how the first
helmet to helmet.
And that's how the first half will end here in Coalinga. What a bizarre way to end the first half here in Coalinga. But wait, there is a penalty marker on the field.
Helmet to helmet.
So let's see what's going to happen here.
Yep. I'll bet you anything it's helmet to helmet.
But as actually Justin Burner telling his players, hey, let's stay right here. Hey, we got some more football here as Merced College will want to go back. As Justin Burner trying to get a response, an explanation from the referees. So here we go. I know John wants his hot dog at halftime. As this conversation continues, as there's 2 different conversations going on right now. Justin Burner trying to get a response. And there's 4 referees having a conversation here. Let's see what the call will be. If it's helmet to helmet, puts the Falcons in some pretty good territory right now. Hey, you know what? Hey, give a chance for Sam Merced to line up for a field goal.
It depends on what these guys in them striped suits decide.
And so
No, that's it. Into the half.
And it's on the Falcons. And it will be assessed on the kickoff. And what a very weird way to end the first half here at Chuck Garden Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga, California. We are all tied up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga. It's the Blue Devils of Merced College with 10 and your West Hills College Coalinga Falcons with 10. We'll be right back with the Falcons halftime show here in Coalinga. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. Halftime here in Coalinga. It's all tied up at 10 apiece between the Blue Devils of Merced College and your West Hills College Coalinga Falcons. I'm Brian Welch, the voice of your Falcons, here for the Falcons halftime show here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl. A very interesting and a very physical first half indeed between both teams, the Blue Devils and the Falcons. It'll be a very interesting second half indeed. Let's give you some of the scores from across the college football landscape. Starting in the top 25 games going on right now. There's a good game in Boulder, Colorado. Arizona and Colorado tied up at 31 apiece. It is Kansas State out in front, 45-19 against Baylor. Halftime in Tallahassee, Florida State leading, actually tied up with Miami, 10 apiece. Halftime in Seattle, it's actually Utah out in front, 28-24 against the Huskies of Washington. In the third quarter, it's Missouri out in front, 13-7 against Tennessee. Halftime in Florida, it is UCF out in front, 24-0 against Oklahoma State. That's at halftime. Iowa out in front against Rutgers, a 3-0 ball game. Some games going on tonight. It'll be Oregon State versus Stanford and Corvallis. Old Miss going up against Georgia. West Virginia going up against Oklahoma. Michigan State versus Ohio State. TCU going up against Texas. Florida versus LSU. Duke versus North Carolina. USC versus Oregon. Michigan versus Penn State. A final earlier this morning. Michigan without Jim Harbaugh. Michigan beating the Nittany Lions 24-15. A final in Kentucky, 49-21. The Crimson Tide defeat the Wildcats. Good job. That was an impressive one. Watching that a little bit earlier before going here to Chuck Gardner Stadium. John Mott will be very happy about that score. Texas Tech defeats Kansas 16-13. The Tulane Green Wave defeat the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes 24-22. A very close one indeed in the Big Easy. And a final from Thursday, Louisville defeats Virginia 31-24. When we look at some of the scores from across the group of five land, as it's Charlotte out in front by 3, 38-35 against Memphis. Also Sam Houston, I should say, leading Louisiana Tech 28-20. In the Mountain West, it's Utah State out in front 27-10 against the Wolfpack of Nevada. There's a big game in the Silicon Valley. The Spartans of San Jose State will be taking on your Bulldogs of Fresno State for the Valley Trophy at 7:30 tonight. That will be on the air on the Bulldog Sports Network. My good friend Paul Leffler, Pat Hill, and Cam Morrell will be on the call for that one in San Jose. And also, I'm good buddies with Kevin Richardson, the play-by-play voice of San Jose State, so it'll be very interesting. I'll be listening to both broadcasts tonight at home. And I'll get you a couple more scores before we go to commercial here in Coalinga. It's Middle Tennessee out in front, 31-6 against Florida International. Halftime in Purdue, it's in West Lafayette. It's the Boilermakers out in front, 28-20 against Minnesota. Northwestern out in front against Wisconsin, 24-3. Here at Chuck Gardner Stadium, Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga. We are all tied up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga. We'll be right back with the second half in Coalinga. Falcons 10, Blue Devils 10. Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. We go to the second half here in Coalinga. We are all tied up at 10 apiece here in Coalinga alongside with the former Falcon John Klett. I'm Brian Welch, glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon as we get the second half underway here in Coalinga. It will be the Blue Devils receiving the kickoff to start off the second half, and it's pushed back all the way to the 20 because of the penalty marker at the end of the first half for the Falcons. The Falcons will have the ball on the tee. It will be Sam Merced with the ball on the tee as he gets ready to go here. The Falcons will be kicking off left to right on your screen as the Blue Devils will be moving right to left here in Coalinga. Pull up your favorite chair. The rest of the game is underway here in Coalinga. Anderson will take it to the 30, gets to the 35, still on his feet to the 40, run to the right side, still on his feet to the 45, and he's quickly hammered down to the ground. What a tackle right there. Oh, my word. That's actually Hiram Williams with the tackle for the Falcons at West Hills College Coalinga, and that's where the Blue Devils will have the ball here with 9 seconds gone by here in this third quarter. Here they go, 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. John Klett will be joining us in a matter of moments. He is actually a very good Polish dog right there at halftime. So the ball will be placed to that right hash for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils finding some ways offensively in that first half to get on the board. So there'll be 2 receivers left, one to the right, tailback to the right hip. Here comes Lopez. Lopez hands it off to Phillips. Phillips running hard, and he's quickly brought down to the ground by trip line, and he's barely not even a yard given, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils of Merced College. So of a interesting way here. Good crowd on hand here at Chuck Garner Stadium. I was down in the stands during halftime. A lot of the fans, a lot of red in attendance here. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Phillips to his right hip. Lopez in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ball placed that 46-yard line. 2nd down. They're going to say 2nd down and 10. Motions. Hands it off to Phillips. Turning and burning. Gets past midfield into Falcons territory. Bringing defenders with him. And is quickly brought down to the ground quickly by Christian Williams. And John, my question is to you. Number 1, how is that Polish dog? And number 2, how can the Falcons stop Jabari Phillips?
I think we can do it. I mean, our defense is playing tough the first half. We're just going to play a lot tougher the second half, and the offense got to get on the ball.
So here they go. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Tailback will be to his right hip, and that will be Phillips. Phillips, a very dangerous running back. Lopez takes a snap, drops back, pressured.
Great rush.
Escapes that one, rolls to the left-hand side, still on his feet. Oh, to Reese Bridget.
He put a stick on him.
Oh, my word. Took out Lopez in the process, and it brings up a 4th down for the Blue Devils, and they'll be forced to punt with 13:22 and counting to go here in the third quarter. What a statement right there by the young man from Delray Beach, Florida.
Beautiful. You know what was better than my Polish dog?
What?
Alabama clinched the SEC West today.
I know. We were talking about that on the halftime show. 49-21 against Kentucky. As we get ready to go here, that is going to be Williams back deep. Williams sees a spiral punt. Ball will take a Blue Devil bounce. Scooped up by the Blue Devils, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Falcons. With 12:48 to go here in the third quarter, they'll be 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. John, that first half was not the best first half. They got points. It was only a field goal back in the first quarter, a 37-yard attempt by Sam Merced. If you're this Falcons offense, what do you want to do right now in this situation, the first drive to start off the second half?
I think we just got to get Jet a little bit more time to throw. He's getting rolling out there and getting the guys open, but we just cannot get enough correlation and timing or what to get the passes off.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be the Tatum to the right hip. Throws it quickly to Austin Gall to the 20. He's to the 25. Still on his feet to the 30. Still on his feet to the 35. What a run right there. Austin Gall from Milton, Wisconsin with the pickup. 1st and 10 for the sophomore on sophomore day. So a statement right there by that Falcons offense. You say, you know what? Hey, give Jet more time right there. I think Justin Burns is listening to the broadcast right now, John.
Well, he rolled out in the flats there. Little screen. Perfect timing and nobody on him.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Twin wideouts for the Falcons here with Tatum the tailback to the right hip. Here comes Jet in the gun, moving left around your screen. Jet takes the snap, swings pass out over to Gall to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, and he's escorted out of bounds quickly by the Blue Devils. Jermaine Robinson, the sophomore from Merced, California, former Bear of Merced High. A good friend of mine, Ever Nike, went to Merced High School, actually one of my good friends at Fresno State, former Bear himself of Merced High. A lot of these players from Merced College, from Merced High School, El Capitan, Escalon, a lot of talents up in the North Valley. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tatum the tailback to the right hip. Here comes Jet Garcia. Tatum has the motion. Jet throws over to cross the way to Nelson. Nelson to the 45, still on his feet, and he's wrestled quickly. Blake Westmoreland with the tackle, and it'll be enough for a Falcons first down.
Ran the same play 3 times in a row, and we're getting the guy open, perfect right along the sideline. We're still picking it up with 3 plays. We got another first down.
So here they go, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of West Hills College. Coalinga with 11:26 to go here as we are all leveled up at 10 apiece. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Tailback will be Tatum. He'll be to the left hip of Jet Garcia. Jet claps his hands it off to Tatum. Up the gut he goes. Past midfield into Blue Devils territory. Quickly brought down by Russo, and it brings up a second down.
About 5 yards on that, maybe 4.
So it will put him at the 47-yard line. The Blue Devils 47, in fact. The Blue Devils 47-yard line. Can the Falcons capitalize here with under 11 minutes to go here in the third? 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be Tatum once again. The former Rough Rider of Roosevelt High School out of the North Yosemite League. In Fresno, California, the tailback. He's been getting most of the work today. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving left to right on the screen on that right hash. Jet takes the snap, drops back, has some time, pressure, throws it down the middle, caught by KJ Ford at the 40-yard line. KJ Ford spins away, and KJ Ford picks up the first down. 1st and 10 for the Falcons right there. The sophomore KJ Ford with his mom and dad in attendance today picks up the first down for the Falcons.
Sweetest drive, right there, every play, bam, bam, bam.
So here they go. That was probably a great conversation by Coach Berna at halftime about this offense. Hey, you know what? Hey, we're tied up at 10. Let's get some insurance right here. So here they go, and I'll take the lead away as well. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. A little bit of a wishbone look for the Falcons here. Here comes Jet in the gun, moving left to right on the screen. Motions forward from left to right. Jet throws it over across the right, and Tyrone at the 25-yard line. It's going to be enough for another Falcons first down. Brandon Tyrone picks it up from Missouri City right there. Tyrone gets the first down, and a fresh new set of downs for this Falcons offense. And this is kind of shocking the Blue Devils right now.
It's shocking everybody.
So here they go, 1st and 10, fresh new set of downs. Ball placed at that 23-yard line now.
They got a good cadence going now.
Can they get a good cadence going here? 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Tatum will be the tailback to his right hip. Here comes Jet in the gun, moving left to right on your screen. Hands it off to Tatum, up the gut, and he's brought down quickly by Dejanes, the sophomore from Ghana. We talked a lot about him in the first half, and he makes a statement tackle here in the second half. So if you're West Hills College Coalinga here, John, what do you want to do? You've been on this good cadence, but you kind of get out rhythm a bit.
That's the first time we haven't really gotten any gain on the drive.
So here they go, 2nd, and they're going to say around 11. Not going to trust the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, we're going to throw the ball this time.
2 receivers left, 3 to the right, empty set for Jet Garcia, moving left to right on your screen here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl. Here comes Jet, claps his hands, takes the snap, drops back, has some time, throws it over across the KJ Ford. He's the 15. Did he pick up the first down? Yes, he did. At the 11-yard line. What a catch right there by the young man from Houston, Texas.
We had 2 open that time. Perfect. Nobody on him.
And whistles, but KJ Ford making it a very impressive second half. He struggled in that first half catching balls, but he's able to catch a couple of great ones on this drive as the Falcons are in that red zone, moving left to right on your screen. As you can hear on our mics right now, the wind is picking up, wind blowing to the west a bit here, John.
Yeah, this seems like it's changing direction.
So here they go. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. It will be Jet in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back, throws it left corner.
Wide open. It's caught. Touchdown.
It's in the left corner of the end zone. That's a Falcons touchdown. Right to number 1, Brandon Tyrone. And the Falcons take the lead away with 7:55 to go in the third quarter.
I think one of the prettiest drives I've seen us do all year.
I think efficiency is the word right there, John.
Had only one snap that didn't get any movement to the south.
But what a statement right there indeed.
Now it's up to Sam to pick up this extra point.
He did get a 37-yard field goal attempt back in the first quarter as the Falcons. Here's the PAT on the way, and it goes through the upright.
It's good.
And it's good. What a statement right there by the Falcons. Force a 3-and-out against the Blue Devils, and they march right down the field in impressive fashion, and they cap it off with a great touchdown pass to number 1, Brandon Tyrone. It's your Falcons out in front, 17-0 against the Blue Devils.
17-10.
17-10, I should say. My apologies. I
like the 0 better.
17-10, Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back after this. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. $7:55 to go here in Coalinga, 17-10. Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We were talking about this and during the commercial break, John. That was probably the best drive we've seen all season.
Oh, yeah. Guys look great. I mean, Jed has the time to get rid of the ball, and we're getting the guys open now. I don't know, they're getting cushy on the defense on the corners, but we're getting in there getting guys open.
So here we go. It will be Phillips with the return. It's to the 20, the 25. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. And he's brought down. Oh, my word. Wrestled down to the ground by John McMichaels. The freshman from Fresno, California, the former Highlander of McLean High School, with the stop right there. And that's like the third time we've seen this afternoon that this special team squad for the Falcons making huge plays.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So here they go, 1st and 10 for this Merced College squad as they were able to level it all the way up at 10. But a quick strike by the Falcons makes it 17-10 here with 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. If you're Merced College right now, you want to start getting that ball to Phillips?
Oh, I think they will. Our defense is going to show them what we can do now.
So here they go. It will be Hartz with the carry. Bringing defenders with him. Gets to around the 39-yard line. Forward progress to the 39. So we'll bring up a second down for this Merced College squad. 3-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play. Beat Cabrillo College and Gavilan College in their 2 conference wins. But you look at this team, talking to Justin Burnett, a very mirror image-like between the Blue Devils and the Falcons. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Falcons might have jumped off sides. Adrian Lopez from Atwater, California, still in as QB. The Blue Devils and Merced College. Here comes Lopez. Hands it off the Heart, shaking and baking. Breaks one tackle. He's brought down in the backfield. Oh, my word. What a tackle right there. Oh, my word. Derek Taylor, our second time we've called him today here on the Falcons Audio Network. The freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, brings him down in the backfield, and it brings up a third down here in Coalinga. So we'll bring up a third down for the Blue Devils with under 7 minutes to go here in Coalinga. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Lopez takes a snap, drops back, has time, brings the house. The Falcons do indeed, and they smother him in the backfield. Oh, my word, they smothered him. Terrell Eccles, our first time calling his name this afternoon, makes the huge sack, and it'll be a 3-and-out for the Blue Devils of Merced College.
Looking good.
I mean, it's just a statement right there. I mean, just looks like craziness. I mean, this Falcons team bringing the pressure as Malik Bradford will be back deep for the Falcons of West Hills College. Coalinga at his own 24-yard line here. As Mendoza will take the snap. Wants to do a fake.
Oh, fake.
And he's wide open. He's to the 35, 40, 45, and he gets the first down. Actually, you know what? This is that. We'll talk about this as Mendoza gets that fake punt executed perfectly. You know that your wife Annie is a huge Wisconsin fan, huge Wisconsin fan. She just gave me a note that Wisconsin and Alabama are playing at 2024. So is that going to be literally a house divided for your team?
It already is.
I mean, how much?
No, I will not go back to Wisconsin to watch that game because every time I go back there, the Packers play the Dolphins, they get beat by them. I'm not going to see Bama get beat by the Badgers.
Here they go. 2-by-2, they'll go. Here comes Lopez in the gun. Fresh new set of downs. Lopez throws it in between the hashes, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended wide receiver was actually Anthony Berry. Our second time we've called his name this afternoon here on the Falcons Audio Network. As you know what? I mean, probably the coolest game that the Badgers have ever played was when they played LSU at Lambeau some years ago. Here they go, 2nd and 10, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Lopez in the gun. Phillips the tailback to his right hip. Falcons showing blitz here.
Yeah, Rice was on blitz on that play.
So here we go. Lopez takes the snap, drops back, has some time, throws it. It's going to be incomplete.
Whoa.
Merced College wanted a penalty marker. And the referee will keep the handkerchief back in his back pocket.
I think he lost it. I don't think he has it in his pocket anymore.
So we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for this Blue Devil squad with 5:21 to go here in the third. A fast-moving third quarter here in Coalinga, 17-10. Falcons out in front here on Sophomore Day 2023. Over 20 sophomores honored before kickoff. Can this Falcon squad get off the field here? 3rd and 10 here. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Lopez in the gun. Phillips will be the tailback to his right hip. Can this Falcon squad get off the field here? Here comes Lopez, takes the snap, drops back, has some time. Pressure, breaks one tackle, and he's going to he's still on his. Actually, Phillips is able to get the ball somehow.
Whoa.
And Bradford upends him somehow. A bizarre play. Lopez pitched it to Phillips.
It looked like a busted play, and then he pitched it up to him.
So the Blue Devils convert on 3rd down. What a bizarre play, because the Falcons had him right there.
I know. We had him deep.
So the Blue Devils going a little bit faster. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Phillips will be the tailback to his right hip here. Can this Falcon squad get off the field here and bring the house here a bit? No, there'll be 2-by-2. They'll go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Phillips will be the tailback to his right hip here. Phillips with the carry.
Oh.
Breaks 1 tackle, but he's not going to break the second one.
No.
Oh, my word. He just thrown down to the ground like WWE style. You look at that right there. Hey, you look at it quickly. It was actually, for us, Kristen Williams. Yes, the freshman from Louisville, Kentucky.
He just bulldogged him.
Did you ever do rodeo, John?
I was a horse one time.
I think you would be the perfect rodeo clown, just saying. Here comes Lopez, takes the snap, drops back, has some time. Flush to the right side, and will be caught quickly by Owen Nash.
Did he have a foot out?
Let's see what the call will be, because remember on that side of the field in the first half, Austin Gall had a huge grab, and they're going to say he caught it.
He caught it.
Oh,
I didn't think he was in.
Okay then, so with under 4 minutes to go here in the third, Falcons out in front, 17-10 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. There'll be 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Phillips will be in the backfield as the tailback to the right side. As Lopez and the Blue Devils moving to right to left on your screen this far hash. Phillips with the carry, shaking and baking, breaks 1 tackle, and he's not going to be able to shake the other one. Oh, my word. Darius Doze with the stop, and a penalty marker flies in during the middle of the play. So you look at this right now.
It's got to be holding.
Well, I mean, with today, you don't know what's going to happen right here.
Yeah, it's the way they've been calling plays. Oh.
So let's see what's going to happen here in Coalinga. Let's see what the call will be. So
it's coming back.
It looks like it is a holding call, as Justin Berna not been voicing his displeasure. It is a penalty marker on the Blue Devils. So I'll march him back a little bit more. Instead of a 3rd and 3, make it a 3rd and 13. So here they go, 3rd and 13 for this Blue Devil squad, moving to right to left on your screen here in Coalinga. Can your Falcons get off the field here? The Blue Devils being Houdini previously on that 3rd down. Here they go, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be to his left tip. That will be Phillips. Lopez takes a snap, drops back, has some time. Pressured, throws it in between the hashes, and nobody home in the 559 area code. And who is bringing the pressure all right there? Number 90, Daryl Helton right there. Our first time calling his name this afternoon.
Helton. I was looking forward to calling his name every other play today.
So we'll bring up a 4th down for the Blue Devils And a nice job by that Falcons defense. Hey, you know what? A little bit of adversity right there. And the Falcons played smart right there.
Will they do another fake punt?
Let's see. Hey, you know what? I think, if you're West Hills, you have to have a spy on him.
Oh, you got it.
You have to have a spy on Mendoza. So Mendoza will be at the 49-yard line of West Hills College Coalinga. Bradford at his 10. Waiting the punt. Falcons bring the house. That ball will spiral, and it will land in the end zone. What a perfect punt right there.
Yep.
That landed right by the pylon. I mean, that's like perfect marksmanship right there by Mendoza. So it will be a touchback, and it will be Falcons ball. We'll stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network. If you just now join us here in Coalinga, and a very change of events here. That previous drive right there by the Falcons, John. Quick passes kept the Blue Devils off guard.
I was really worried about him doing a fake punt again because that really surprised me when he did it the last time.
So, what if Auburn did that against Alabama in a couple weeks' time?
Hey, there's going to be a pause in the broadcast. I'm going to throw him out of the booth.
Here they go. One receiver left, through to the right. It will be Jet in the gun, and it will be Pazina as the tailback to the right hip. Pazina with the carry, powering forward, gets to the 20-yard line, bringing defenders with him. And actually, it was brought down by the Defensive Player of the Year last year, Jalen Now-Boof. Talking of Justin Berna, you heard on the pregame conversation, he said, we want to limit Now-Boof's chances of ruining our afternoon.
Yeah, he's a full-time job.
Exactly. I mean, also you have to keep your eyes on Dinesh as well. So here they go. One receiver left, two to the right. It will be Pazina, and also I believe it is. So there'll be wing T, a little bit of a wing T look. Actually forward with the motion from left to right. Fakes the handoff, swings past over the crossway to KJ Ford, makes the grab to the 20. He's to the 25, lowers his shoulder, gets past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Maybe a couple.
So it will be interesting to see what will happen here. It will bring up a 3rd and 3. This Falcon squad. The Falcons want to turn and burn here. It will be Porter Needs and KJ Ford on that far side. Daniel Nelson and Austin Gall on the near side. Here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white here. Here comes Jet in the gun. Claps his hands.
Almost offside.
Almost offside. Swings out to Austin Gall to the 25. Still on his feet to the 30-yard line to the 35. Still on his feet. And he's escorted out of bounds quickly by Arnold Dinesh.
Doing that same little flat pass right out.
So here we go. The Falcons trying to find a way to get this offense moving here.
Yeah, and if it works, don't change it.
Hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right, John?
That's a fact.
So here we go. So 1st and 10 of a minute, 30 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. 2 receivers left. To the right, Jet Garcia in the gun. Tailback to his right hip. That's Pazina. Pazina with the carry. And he'll get a couple of yards right there.
So they've read that one.
Exactly. So at 1:18 to go in the 3rd, it's actually a penalty marker on the field, John. So let's see what the call will be. Justin Berna on the field now.
The one ref pointed to the backfield, yeah.
So it will be a holding call on the Falcons. So you look at this team right now. If you're West Hills College Coalinga, you're backed up a little bit now. 1:17 to go in the 3rd. John, what do you want to do in the situation?
I would do like we did on that first drive of the half when we came out here to those little flat screens. They worked, not big chunk plays, but it moved us down the field.
So here we go.
We've tried it a couple of times. We just haven't developed.
So there'll be 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. It will be Pazina as the tailback. He will be to the right hip of Jet Garcia. Here we go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Motioning is Pazina. Pazina on the screen pass. Gets to the 25, and he'll trip right there. Logan Anderson brings him down, and it will bring up it will bring up a 2nd down, actually, for the Falcons. So the clock, they're trying to get the clock started up again. 1:16 to go in the 3rd. Now we go, 1:11 to go. So here we go, 2nd down, and let's see where they're going to mark the ball at. At the 27-yard line here. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. One receiver left, through to the right. Pizzina will be the tailback to the right hip. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving left to right on your screen on that far hash. And a false start on the Falcons.
That's us.
So it keeps going backwards and backwards. Does that remind you of what happened in the second quarter, John?
Well, Johnson backs out there, way too early. And he knew as soon as he did it.
Yeah. So it will bring up a second down. And we'll see what they're going to put it, because on the scoreboard,
it backed us up 3 more yards.
exactly. Here they go. So under a minute to go here in Coalinga. Jet hands it off to Pizzina. Up the gut he goes, and he's quickly brought down by number 88, Luke Anderson, with 24 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's actually a Falcon slow to get up here. This is a very battered offensive line for the Falcons. So we'll bring up a third down and 19 with 12 seconds to go here. That might be the final play of the third quarter here in Coalinga.
Yep, they're going to change sides.
And indeed it is. It will be the final play of the third quarter. What a third quarter indeed here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga, California. It's your Falcons out in front, 17-10 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. We go to the fourth quarter here in Coalinga, 17-10. Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College. Alongside the former Falcon, John Klett, I'm Brian Welch. Glad to be part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network. What a way to close out the home portion of this 2023 campaign in style, as it will bring up a third down and 20 miles for the Falcons. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On this third down, Pizzina with the motion. Jet Garcia takes the snap. Screen pass over across the way to Pizzina, to the 30, to the 35, on his feet, and he rumbles forward to the 39-yard line. What a run right there by Avion Pizzina.
Second effort on that one. That was great because they had him 2-3 yards deeper.
He was running pretty good, so it brings us a fourth down for the Falcons. So regardless, they'll have to send the punt unit out here. But how well this defense has been playing so far this afternoon, you can put a lot of trust in your defense here.
Oh, yeah, you have to, and I think the guys are stepping up and doing a good job.
So here we go. It will be Rudy Valdez, the former Stallion of Madera South High School. He's also a defensive back, and he also is the punter for this team, as Luke Anderson back deep at his own 28-yard line here. High snap.
Whoa.
Valdez had to handle that one. Nice end over end. Fair catch by Anderson at the 35-yard line. That is where the Blue Devils have the ball with 14:06 to go in regulation. As we get ready to go here in Coalinga, glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon. If you're just now joining us here on the Falcons Audio Network, it was kind of a stalemate in that first half.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second half, the Falcons able to turn it around because it was tied up at 10. A failed drive by the Blue Devils and a great, perfectly executed drive by the Falcons.
Oh, that was pretty.
Moving the ball down the field, snapping their fingers, making those quick drives.
We only had one play that we didn't get any yardage on.
That's correct. As it's a 17-10 ball game. Here they go. Throws it over across the way to Phillips. Phillips to the 35, and he stumbles forward, brought down quickly by DeReese Bridget, and it brings up a second down for this Falcons defense. This Blue Devils offense right now, John, they're finding ways. But my thing is, how do you incorporate Phillips a little bit more into this offense if you're the Blue Devils?
You don't.
I mean, if you're Merced College, I mean, he's been explosive when he's had the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he's dangerous. I mean, he can throw the ball pretty good.
Phillips with the carry, runs to the left, cuts up field, still on his feet, gets past the 40-yard line to the 43-yard line. So we'll bring up a interesting
Probably
situation.
a couple of yards short.
They're going to mark that. They're going to actually mark it at the 43, so we'll
Yeah.
bring up a 3rd and 2 for this Blue Devil squad. Moving left to right on your screen, 17-10. Falcons out in front here. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Tailback will be to the left tip. That will be Hartz.
Oop, almost jumped.
Here they go. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. Here we go. Here comes Lopez, claps his hands, hands it off to Hartz. Hartz running to the right-hand side, gets to the 45-yard line, but the Falcons make him pay for that one. It will be Mario Delgado was one of the tacklers there, but it moves the sticks for this Blue Devil squad. Yep. Do you get a little bit nervous when you see him moving the ball down the field pretty well with 12:30 in count? That's right.
They had him right there behind the line of scrimmage, and then he extra effort, he got in there.
So here they go, 3 receivers left, one to the right, tailback to his left, tip, swing pass, over to cross the way quickly to his teammate. Was actually brought down quickly. That was actually Derek Harris, the freshman from Merced, California, former Gaucho of El Capitan High School, with the grab for the Gauchos, and it will bring up a 2nd down for this Merced College squad, 3-5 overall, 2-2 in conference play, as this Blue Devil squad beat the Falcons last season 41-7 up in Merced. That was a game that the Falcons struggled in, but they're playing smart and they're playing physical today. Here they go, 2nd down and 9, 2 receivers left, one to the right. Hartz with the carry, runs to the left-hand side, cuts up field, gets past midfield to the 45-yard line to the 43.
Almost
gets
first down.
Almost to the first down marker. Yeah, we'll make it a very interesting 3rd and 1 for this Blue Devil squad. If you hold the Blue Devils on 3rd down, if you're Merced College, do you want to go for it in this situation?
They'll go for it.
Here they go, 2 receivers left, one to the right, tailback to his right hip. Hartz with the carry, runs to the left, bulldozes forward, and he gets a couple more yards. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yep, that'll move the chains.
So 11-19 and counting to go here in regulation. Can this Falcon squad get off the field here? 1st and 10 at that 41-yard line for the Blue Devils of Merced College.
We're going to have to tighten up right here.
Here they go, 2 receivers left, one to the right, tailback to his right hip. Here comes Lopez, fakes a handoff, the Hartz rolls to the right-hand side, throws it on the right. It's intercepted! Malik Bradford!
Nobody's playing, nobody, he's gone.
He's 30.
He's gone.
He's 20. He's 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Pick 6 for the Falcons. Malik Bradford.
And there's no laundry on the grass.
What a statement right there.
Beautiful.
The sophomore with the pick 6.
How pretty was that?
The 2nd pick 6 of the afternoon. 1 for Darryl Tripline and 1 now for Malik Bradford. And this Falcons defense flexing their muscles here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. What a statement indeed. The defense kept this team in this ball game here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl.
Now, Sam can put another point up there. That'll help.
So here we go. Here's the PAT on the way. Sam Bichette ready to add to this lead. Here's the kick, and it will doink off the goal post. And the PAT is no good, but with 10:38 to go here in regulation, a pick 6 by Malik Bradford puts the Falcons out in front. They prevail them to a 23-10 lead against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back after this. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .38 to go here in regulation. 23-10. Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College, alongside with the former Falcon John Klett. I'm Brian Welch, glad to be a part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football here on the Falcons Audio Network. Our camera guy today is Richard Welch, but a statement right there by the defense. Not
so
one, but
pretty.
2 pick 6s right there, my friend.
That one was pretty. I'd like to see that again.
Would you want to see that on Sports Center?
Oh, yeah.
SportsCenter Top 10. Hey, you know what? Hey, hashtag it. Hey,
Yeah, there
copy
you
that
go.
video. Put it on Twitter or X, and put it on SC Top 10. Pretty cool to see that right there. Nice
It
pick
would
six.
be.
So to get ready to go here, the Falcons will be kicking off right to left on your screen here on this very fall colors afternoon here in Coalinga. Sam Merced puts his leg into that one. Anderson will try to take it. Gets the 25-yard line, but he's hammered quickly. Oh, my word. What a tackle right there by Hiram Williams. We've been calling his name a lot here this afternoon as he makes the tackle. 1st and 10 for this Blue Devils squad. If you're the Blue Devils in the situation right now, you're down by 2 scores, 23-10,
Oh, they're going to come out throwing the ball.
but do you want to throw it to Phillips?
Who knows?
Or you know what, you can. Hey, it's like you can either go it's like the Pandora's box. You go to Hart's, the Lopez,
Yeah,
or Phillips.
they've got alternatives.
So here they go, 1st and 10. That ball will be placed at the 26-yard line here in Coalinga. 10:36 to go in regulation. 23-10. Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be Phillips. Here comes Lopez, hands it off to Phillips. Phillips running to the left-hand side of the 25, still on his feet, gets
man,
around
come
the
on.
edge, and he gets to the 30-yard line as the Falcons able to bring him down quickly after that play. Actually brought down quickly by that Falcons squad. Whole host of tacklers right there. Trip line was in the area for that one. 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4. 10:13 to go in regulation. So here they go. 2nd down and 6. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Tailback to his right hip. That will be Phillips. Lopez takes the snap, drops back, throws to the left-hand side. Quickly
Wide
caught by
open.
Harris. Harris is going to be upended by Xavier Kennedy, and it will be enough for a Merced College 1st down. But, oh, my word.
Wide open.
Wow.
A little misconnection on the play, I think, on that one. Over giving him the room that he gave.
The former Gaucho El Capitan High School with that grab. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Actually, Lopez throws it away. It is slapped away by Xavier Kennedy, and a penalty marker flies in the process. Oh,
Pass
wow.
interference.
As they brought 4 wide receivers, I should say. And let's see what the call will be. Xavier Kennedy is in disbelief right there.
Yep, sure enough.
And it will be on the Falcons. Wow.
That was sad.
So a fresh new set of downs for the Blue Devils here with 9:40 to go in regulation. 23-10. Falcons out in front here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback will be
Let's bring
Phillips.
the heat. He's got the time.
Lopez throws it. It's quickly
Wide
caught
open.
by Owen Nash in between the hashes, and that'll be enough for another Blue Devils 1st down. So the Blue Devils cranking up the pressure here a little bit right now.
Why are we giving the cushion like that?
Would you want him to bring the house right now, John?
I would.
So here they go.
We're
Fresh new
getting
set
too
of
close to that end zone now.
So here they go. 1 receiver left, through to the right. It will be Phillips, the tailback to the right side. Here comes Lopez in the gun. Looks to the sideline on the east end of Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl. 1 receiver left, through to the right. Here comes Lopez in the gun here, moving left to right on your screen here as they trail 23-10. Lopez keeps it himself, runs up the gut, gets to the 15 of the 10, and he's going to be upended quickly by Malik Bradford, and it will be enough for a 1st down for Merced College. As you look at this team right now, John, would you want to call a timeout right now and say, hey, let's regroup?
No.
All righty. So here they go. 1st and goal for this Blue Devil squad. 1 receiver left, through to the right, tailback to his left hip. Pitches it out to Phillips to the 10 to the almost to the 5, gets to almost to the end zone, but is quickly brought down by Kristen Williams. We've been calling his name all
Williams is
afternoon.
having a great day.
That is correct. As it gets to the goal line right there, so it brings up a 2nd and goal. Actually, it will be a 2nd and goal. The marker is still saying 1st down, and a timeout. Justin Burnham wants a timeout, and indeed he gets a timeout right there. Timeout taken by the Falcons with 8:40 to go here in regulation. Will this be a full timeout or a 30-second timeout? Will stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network. But it just feels like this Falcons defense a little bit tired right there on this drive, John.
They are.
Because you know what? Hey, you've had 2 pick sixes so far, 1 from Malik Bradford, 1 from Darryl Tripline. The defense has kept the
Well,
Falcons in this ballgame.
till this drive here, I mean, we were doing a pretty good job to play prior to this one. Everybody blitzed, no coverage on from the corners, wide open receiver. I mean, that's going to hurt you every time.
So here we go. It will bring up a 1st and goal with this Blue Devil squad moving left to right on your screen here. Here in Coalinga. We'll have one receiver left, three to the right. Phillips will be the tailback to the right hip of Lopez here. Blue Devils in white, Falcons in red. Here we go. Here comes Lopez in the gun here on that far side. It'll be Davis. Here we go. Lopez takes the snap, drops back, has some time, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, breaks one tackle. I think the ball came out a little bit late.
It popped out, didn't it?
As actually it will bring up a 3rd down here. Good job by that front line by the Falcons to flex their muscles here.
I thought the ball popped out.
It did. It actually did, John. And Merced College actually able to recover it. And a timeout.
Wind's really picking up.
That's
now.
right. You can hear it on the crowd mic here on the Falcons Audio Network. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay then. 3rd and goal for the Blue Devils. One receiver left, two to the right. Tailback will be Phillips. Blue Devils moving left to right on your screen here at Chuck Garton Memorial Bowl. And they're looking at the play clock, so they're going to start here they go. Phillips with the carry. Rumbles for it, and he couldn't get in, but they're going to say he did.
He's down, too. No, he's getting up.
And Merced College answered back quickly with 8:06 to go in regulation. Oh, my word.
I didn't think he got it across.
I don't think he did, John, but from where we are at in the press box, looked like he did not. But
yeah, I thought we stuffed it.
So it will be Mendoza with the point after try. So here's the point after try from Mendoza as Mario Delgado runs out there quickly. So with 8:06 to go here in regulation, 23-16, pending the PAT. So here we go. Mendoza waits.
Some of the fans unhappy.
So here's the PAT attempt on the way, ready to go here from Mendoza. The snap, the hold, the kick, the block, almost successful, but it does go through the uprights. And we have a new ball game here in Coalinga. It's your Falcons still out in front, 23-17 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll be right back after this. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. .06 to go here in regulation, 23-17. Falcons out in front. So there was actually, during the commercial break, our spotter and camera guy, Richard Welch, said that there was a penalty marker on the field. We couldn't see it, but it was actually on the Blue Devils then, I guess.
Evidently.
So here we go. As it will be put on the tee here at the 50-yard line at midfield. Glad to be part of your Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be watching Falcons football, as Mendoza ready to has the ball on the tee. 8:06 to go here in regulation. Here's the kick on the way. Nice end over end. That ball is just going to sail
Sail
into the end zone. First and 10 for the Falcons at their own 25-yard line with right now 8:06 to go here, and the Blue Devils having 3 timeouts. Does this drive kind of work as a chewing the clock drive, my friend?
Oh, I think we could do that, but I would go just to score.
I respect that.
I'm greedy.
Well, your team did put 49 points on the board against Kentucky.
You know, all you folks are going to be Bama fans before the end of this season.
Here we go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. It will be Tatum, the tailback, to actually. Here they go. Jet Garcia in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Moving to right to left on your screen. Claps his hands it off to Tatum. Tatum running up the gut. Gets a couple of yards. Gets to around the 29-yard line. Gets a couple of yards right there. A pickup of 4. Second down and 6 for the Falcons. So this Falcons squad trying to find a way to get this offense moving here. The clock chewing in their favor.
That's eating the clock up.
Well, hey, you know what? Well, if you're Jet Garcia, do you want to snap it at 5 on the play clock?
Yeah, you got to get down as low as you can, I think.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tailback to his left hip. That will be Jerry Tatum. Jet trying to draw the Blue Devils off sides. Moving to right to left on your screen here in Coalinga. Here comes Jet. Motions Tatum from left to right. Jet takes a snap, swings pass over to crossaway to Tyrone. Tyrone shaking and baking, gets to the 30. He's to the 35.
There's
on his way to the
down.
40-yard line. And that'll be
Good
enough
job.
for a Falcons first down. What a run right there by Brandon Tyrone with under 8 minutes to go here in regulation.
And brought down by number 56 again, DeJane.
DeJane with the tackle. So a fresh new set of downs for this Falcons squad continues. And the clock running in favor of the Falcons here in this sophomore day matchup here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tatum, the tailback, to the left side. And it will be Jet Garcia in the gun, moving right to left on your screen here in Coalinga. Jet looking, claps his hands, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself.
Handoff.
Up the gut he goes, gets to the around the 45-yard line. Good run right there. And good decision
job.
right there by Jet Garcia.
That was a good play.
So here they go. It will bring up a second down for the Falcons with 6:40 and counting to go here in regulation. Time is on their side. And if you're the head coach of the Blue Devils, Jason Pizzanico, when do you want to start burning your timeouts?
He's not going to burn them yet.
So here they go.
I think it depends on this drive.
Here they go. Empty set for Jet Garcia. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. Jet all by himself in the backfield. Jet waiting.
There are only 3 in the box, too.
Takes a snap, drops back, has some time, throws it quickly to KJ Ford at midfield, and he's quickly brought down by Ryan Lee, the freshman from Merced, California, the former Bear of Merced High, with the tackle. So it brings up a 3rd and 2 here for the Falcons. If you're
short.
If you're the Falcons, what do you want to do? You just want to run up the gut and give it to Tatum?
I don't know. I don't want to stay in the middle. We need to get outside the tackles, I think.
So here they go. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Tatum, the tailback, to his right, to the right hip of Jet Garcia. Jet ready to go here. Claps his hands, and Nelson
tried to get him to draw him offside. I think it backfired on us.
And it'll be a false start on the Falcons. Moves it back 5 yards. So instead, a 3rd and 2.
I think that was designed to draw them off. I think it backfired.
So it will be a 3rd and 7. Probably the most critical 3rd down of this afternoon here in Coalinga.
For sure.
So here we go. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Tailback will be to the right side, as it will be Jerry Tatum. Here comes Jet Garcia in the gun, moving right to left on your screen. Motions Tatum from left to right. Claps his hands, takes the snap, drops back, has some time, throws a quick dart to Brandon Tyrone, and it will be enough
first down
for a Falcons first down. What a grab right there with
Good
a young man
job.
from Missouri City. Brandon Tyrone with the grab. 1st and 10 and a fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
We had a good backup on that one because Ford was sitting over here on the sidelines as a checkoff, and luckily he got open, didn't have to throw to him. But we still got a first down off him too.
Darian Barfield with the tackle for the Blue Devils. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tatum will be the tailback to his left hip. Here they go. The time is on the side for the Falcons. Tatum with the carry, rumbles up 4, gets to the 40-yard line of Merced College, and he gets some more yards quickly brought down by Ryan Lee, but the time is chewing in favor of the Falcons here with 4:31 and counting to go here in regulation. Can this Falcons squad get this offense into the end zone one more time in this home portion of this 2023 campaign? 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Tatum will be the tailback to the right hip of Jet Garcia, moving right to left on your screen here. Here we go. 2nd down and 3. Motions Tatum. Swings it out across the way. Tatum with the catch. Gets to the 40, to the 35.
Oh, first down.
And he got the first down. Jerry Tatum picks up the first down for the Falcons. A former Rough Rider, Roosevelt High School, picks up the first down. And the Falcons are turning and burning here in Coalinga. What a run! What a catch right there by Jerry Tatum.
Sweet.
So here we go with under 4 minutes to go here in regulation. The Falcons wanting to go to a bowl game have to do 2 steps: win today, win next week.
And some losses. We need some help on the other side too.
That is correct. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Tailback will be Tatum to the left hip. Here comes Tatum with the carry, shaking and baking, gets a couple of yards, and he's brought down quickly by Jalen Thou Boof. You heard from Justin Burnett in that pregame conversation all the way a couple hours ago about saying, hey, we got to slow down Thou Boof. He's been kind of had a quiet afternoon, John.
Yeah, I haven't heard his name hardly at all.
So here they go, 2nd down for this Falcons squad, moving right to left on your screen here. Time is on their side with 3:08 and counting to go here in regulation. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tatum will be the tailback. That'll be to the left hip of Jet Garcia. Here we go. Falcons in red, Blue Devils in white. Jet hands it off. The Tatum runs forward, and he's quickly brought down quickly by Denane, and it will bring up a 3rd down for this Falcons squad. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation. If you're the Blue Devils, do you want to burn a timeout right now in the situation?
I think they will. I thought they were going to, the way they were pointing.
So here they go, 3 receivers.
We've got an opportunity to throw on this sideline on this play.
So here they go. They're going to have an empty set here. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Jack Garcia will be in the gun all by himself here, moving right to left on your screen on that far hash. Jet trying to find a way. Keep this offense going here. 2:09 to go in regulation. Takes a snap, and I think that might be a delay of game right there. Justin Burnett was trying to run down the sideline doing the 40-yard sprint. Try to get the attention of the official. And I think it was just in time with 2:05 to go here in regulation. We talked about this earlier, John, about saying, hey, let's burn a little bit of clock, let the play clock go down a little bit, but not like
that.
But a timeout here on the field. We'll stay right here on the Toad Streamer Network. Stay tuned on the Falcons Audio Network, I should say. Stay tuned for the Falcons postgame show. We'll get a chance to talk with the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Burnett, and also pick a player of the game, offensive and defensive players of the game, and also our final thoughts. This is our final broadcast of this 2023 campaign. We'll have our final thoughts for the season. There's still 1 more week of football to go here for this Falcons squad as they'll go up to Gilroy, take on the Rams at Gavilan College. But a whole lot of football between here and there here at Chuck Gardner Memorial Stadium at the Memorial Bowl. So we get ready to go here in Coalinga. A long way to the postgame show, but a good drive by the Falcons chewing the clock here.
We got to get a first down here.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right, 3rd and 6 for the Falcons. Jack Garcia in the gun, Jerry Tatum the tailback to his left hip. On that right hash. Fakes a handoff to Tatum. Jet throws it in between the hashes. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. But it might be a pass interference, and it will be a pass interference because Jermaine Robinson was holding on to Daniel Nelson on that far sideline.
Wickham was wide open.
So it will be a first down for the Falcons with 2 minutes to go in regulation. What a statement right there. As they'll march it forward.
I like when they march north.
So here we go. It'll be a first down.
How sweet it is.
I thought you were going to sing Rocky Top right there, John.
Oh, no, that'd remind me of Sadler.
I know Mr. Sadler's watching the broadcast today, so here they go. It'll be a first fresh set of downs for this Falcon squad. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. It'll be Trey Cooks and Jerry Tatum in the backfield. Here comes Jet Garcia moving to right to left on your screen here. Takes a snap, hands it off to Tatum, shaking and baking, and quickly brought down by Logan Anderson at the line of scrimmage. 4 Blue Devils tacklers leading the charge right there. Anderson bringing them down and bring actually a
Booth
couple.
and DeJane.
Just craziness.
Both right there.
And the Blue Devils call their first timeout here in the second half. We'll take a timeout with them. Falcons driving. They lead 23-17 against the Blue Devils of Merced College. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. $1:50 to go here in regulation. 23-17. Falcons out in front against the Blue Devils of Merced College alongside of the former Falcon John Klatt. I'm Brian Welch. It will bring up a second down and 12. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Knocking on the door.
Here they go, jet in the gun, tailback to his left hip. That will be Tatum. Tatum with the carry, gets a couple of yards, and he's brought down quickly by Blake Westmoreland. And he's still going forward. Great second effort by Jerry Tatum.
3rd and 12.
So it will bring up a third. Let's see if they're going to mark this at or not. There's actually another timeout taken by the Blue Devils.
So we got 1 more left.
1:42 to go here in regulation. We'll stay right here on the Falcons Audio Network. If you're just now joining us here in Coalinga, not 1 but 2 pick sixes for the Falcons D, led by Trip Wine and Malik Bradford. An impressive performance by the Falcons D. Good complement of offense and defense, something we've not seen all season. I mean, except for the College of the Siskiyou games all the way back in September.
Yeah, both sides are playing hard today. You know, it's fun to watch them today.
As we get ready to go here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga, it will bring up a 3rd and 9 for this Falcon squad, moving from right to left on your screen here in Coalinga. They lead 23-17 against this Merced College Blue Devils squad. Both teams 3-5 overall. Falcons needing to win in conference. They're 0-4. Can they go to 1-4 before traveling up the I-5 to the 152 to take on the Rams at Gavilan College next week? 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, as it will be Cooks and Tatum in the backfield. Here we go. Jet Garcia in the gun, moving to right to left on your screen here on that far hash. Here we go. With 1:42 to go and a penalty marker.
Going to be offsides.
And let's see what the call will be. But, I mean, it might be anybody's guess this afternoon, John.
Yeah, with these guys, you never know.
So let's see what the call will be. Justin Burno with his hands on his hip. Not really happy about it. Let's see what the call will be here as starting to see some of the shadows appearing here.
Yeah.
In Coalinga at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl.
Time change makes a big difference.
That is exactly right. Are you a fan of the time change, John? Do you like having the sun set at 5 o'clock?
It don't matter. I'm retired.
Oh, my word. So back up the Falcons some yards. So it will be a 3rd down and 14 to be exact. 2 receivers left.
We didn't need that.
1 to the right. It will be Tatum in the backfield. Takes the snap. Is Garcia. Fakes a handoff. Throws to the left-hand side. And it will be caught by Austin Gall, the sophomore, with the grab. And he makes the grab, but it will not be enough
It's going to be short.
The first down. So it brings up a 4th down. It's 1:34 to go in regulation. Do you want to send the field goal unit out?
I would.
So let's see if they will do that. And indeed they will.
Sam's out there.
And Sam Merced had a 37-yard field goal attempt. He made that one in the first half.
Then he had a wounded duck on the last one.
That is correct. I was not going to say anything about that, but as they'll line it up here, it will be a 26-yard field goal attempt on the left hash. Sam Merced wearing those orange cleats. Here we go. The snap, high snap, the hold, the kick. Does it go for the uprights?
Yes!
And it will go for the uprights.
Good job.
And the Falcons put 3 more points to their lead. They lead 26-17 with 1:33 to go in regulation. What a statement right there by the Falcons in their red uniforms, white helmets. What a job right there by Sam Merced. 2 for 2 on field goals.
That looked pretty bleak on that. That was just what we needed.
It was a high snap. It wasn't pretty,
I know.
but it was gritty, and it got through the upright somehow. So what a statement indeed by this Falcon squad with 1:33 to go in regulation. 26-17, Falcons out in front. So you see this team chewing this clock off. Makes it kind of works
Yeah,
in your
paid
favor.
off.
It's a 2-score game, and hey, you know what? Would you want to bring the house on defense?
I think I'd just play safe.
I got you. So as we get ready to go here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga,
Just don't give them any big chunks, just cover them short.
would you want to punt it, kick it deep?
Oh, yeah, definitely deep as you can. More time to get the other end.
Well, the wind is blowing a little bit to the west, so let's see what's going to happen here as Merced will kick it away. Nice end over end. It will be taken by the Blue Devils, taken quickly. And it will be Owen Nash with the return. He's quickly met by a whole force of Falcons right there.
Brought down by Ringo.
As Gold brings him down, it brings up a 1st and 10 for this Merced College squad with 1:28 to go here in regulation. Stay tuned for the Falcons postgame shows. Get a chance to talk with the head coach of your Falcons, Justin Burnett, and also we'll pick our players of the game for both offense and defense. I know who we want to do for defense for the players of the game, John. And then for offense, we'll decide that as well. And also give our final thoughts because this is our final broadcast of the season. So it's kind of like the last day of school for us here on the Falcons IU Network. But all that will be coming up on the Falcons postgame show. 3 receivers left, one to the right. Here comes Lopez in the gun, takes a snap, drops back, has some time, almost pressure.
He's gonna
almost
get him, he got him.
And he's brought down in the backfield. Oh, my
Bridget.
word. Darius Bridget
again.
puts the cherry on top of this sophomore day Sunday with 1:11 to go here in regulation.
And the clock is getting down to a minute.
So 65 seconds to go here in regulation. Here comes Lopez, takes the snap, drops back, has some time, a little bit of pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield. He was brought down, and we were talking about him all afternoon. Daryl Helton brings him down. What a tackle right there, and what a sack by that Falcons defense. But a good job right there with 52.3 seconds to go here. Brings up a 3rd and 20 miles, it seems like, for this Blue Devils squad. A bowl game was on the line. 57 seconds. There we go. 57 seconds on the clock now. And it brings up a 3rd down. So they've got to get the clock going again, the play clock, I should say. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Tailback will be Phillips. Lopez rolls out, caught by Phillips when it falls out of his hands, slipped out of his hands, and it brings up a 4th down as the Blue Devils down to their final down here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga, California with 53.6 seconds to go in regulation. Stay tuned for the Falcons postgame show in a matter of moments.
Great rush that time by Harris.
So here we go. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Lopez in the gun. Phillips will be the tailback to the right, to his right hip. Lopez looking, throws it down the field. And it's going to be almost intercepted. Oh, my word. What a statement right there. Lockdown defense by the Falcons. And who was that? None other than number 19, the Tremaine Williams. So the Blue Devils turn the ball over on downs. 1st and 10
just
the Falcons.
short. Man, that was almost. It wouldn't have been a pick six, but it would have been an intercept. That's all. It'd been sweeter.
So a statement indeed as the Falcons get the ball back after the Blue Devils turn the ball over on downs with 47.9 seconds to go here
Gonna just kneel down.
as they'll be in that victory formation here in Coalinga. As Jet Garcia takes a knee. One more kneel down might do it here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. The Falcons needed a win big time. They were 0-4 in conference before this afternoon. As with one more kneel down here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl. And the Falcons stay in the hunt for a bowl game as the final seconds turn off the clock here.
Great.
At Chuck Garner Stadium. It's a sophomore day victory here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. It's your Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga defeating the Blue Devils of Merced College 26-17 here on sophomore day 2023. Final home game of this 2023 campaign, and the Falcons win in style. They win their first, second, and their last home game here at Chuck Garner Memorial Bowl here in Coalinga, California. Repeating the final score here today in Coalinga, Falcons 26 and the Blue Devils of Merced College of 17. We'll be right back with the Falcons postgame show. This is Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. Post-game show here in Coalinga as your Falcons get a 26-17 sophomore day victory against the Blue Devils of Merced College. I'm Brian Welch, the voice of your Falcons with the Falcons Audio Network, here with a very happy head coach, Justin Berna, running up here to the press box for the post-game interview. But, Coach, congratulations on the victory, a 26-17 victory against the Blue Devils. Thoughts about how your team did this afternoon?
Oh, yeah, we prepared for this all week, and we knew that they're going to have their other quarterback in, try to pressure him. We were trying to get some turnovers, and then we just needed to finish some drives. And today, Sam, great job, 2 for 2 on field goals.
That's correct.
Puts pressure on them just to finish those drives. We got an unlucky call on the one, but other than that, we had a great throw down here to BT for a touchdown by Jet, and then the 2 field goals, it presses them to throw, and then we get the pick six to kind of put them behind, and then the final field goal to put it away.
And not 1 but 2 pick sixes. It felt like your defense was on rails this afternoon.
Yeah. No, we had a great plan. Coach Oriema did a great job, and the kids executed it very well. So a couple little screens we missed. If we didn't do that, we would have shut them down completely.
And we were talking about this during the pregame interview. We talked about this yesterday. You said you wanted to slow down Jalen Dalboof on the defensive side, the defensive player of the year in the conference last year, as a freshman, by the way. And you were able to stop him. I mean, we didn't call his name as much.
Yeah, well, we were trying to make sure that we slowed him down. He's going to make plays, great player.
That's right.
But we just wanted to slow him down and make sure that somebody else tried to beat us. And early in the game, he was forcing us up in the pocket. But we did a good job. He got tired. We wore him out a little bit. We started running the ball effectively, and we did a good job of neutralizing him as a good player.
Falcons defeat the Blue Devils of Merced College 26-17 on sophomore day 2023. Over 20 sophomores honored before kickoff. What was that like, seeing your sophomore class being honored before kickoff?
Yeah, it's a great experience for those guys. Last year we went 5-1 in league, and the only loss we had was to Merced. So
that's right.
These guys get to go out saying, I beat every conference team in my time at West Hills, and now get to finish off with maybe possibly back-to-back winning seasons if we win next week over Gav, of course, a big one on the road to finish. And then, if we're lucky and some things roll our way, maybe you're playing for another bowl. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to be a coin flip. But, yeah, one of those things that they're going to have a great end if we can pull off another one next week.
As your Falcons defeat the Blue Devils of Merced College 26-17, and, Coach, it felt like your offense – we were talking about this yesterday before we did our pregame interview. You said you didn't want to have your team to be in a pass-a-thon.
Yeah.
You didn't want your team to be in a pass-a-thon. Your running game was great. Avion Pazina and Jerry Tatum. Trey Cooks was in the backfield blocking as well. It felt like your running game stepped it up a lot.
Yeah, when we needed the first down, we got it. We had an unfortunate penalty down here at the end. We were trying to do a shift, and they called it a false start, which is not correct. But luckily, we got out of it. We hit the play action to set up the field goal still. But it ended up being a good game for those 3 guys. They did a good job.
And you're Jet Garcia playing the whole game. It felt like he was back to his old self this afternoon. It felt like he was in an orange and black uniform for Coalinga High School way back in the day. But it feels like he is maturing into a good JUCO quarterback.
Yeah, no, he's doing a great job. Injury like that hurts. Of course, Jim did a great job stepping in, and that was just a great job by him. Getting back from his injury and being back to 100%.
And Coach, one more thing before I let you go here on the Falcons postgame show. You want to say anything to the fans? We have over 100 people watching right now on the Falcons Audio Network. This is a very good crowd this afternoon, a very energetic crowd. Do you have anything to say to the Falcons fans?
No, just thank you guys for all your support this season. Again, a great season, 2 in a row. We're so pleased with where we're going with the program, and it's mostly to you fans and all you families out there watching.
Coach, I want to say thank you to you for allowing us to do the broadcast here on the Falcons Audio Network, and also allowing me to interview for the pregame interviews on Friday afternoons at the football complex on campus. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this great program.
No, and thank you, Brian, and thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. And again, Brian, for everything you've done. It's been fantastic for another great season, and hopefully we get another one next week, and then we can sit back and see what happens.
Coach, it's always a pleasure seeing you, my friend. Have a good afternoon and enjoy this one with the family.
Yeah,
right?
thank you. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. That's head coach Justin Berna with a 26-17 victory against the Blue Devils of Merced College. Your Falcons are going to improve to 4-5 overall. We get John Collette as he walks in here, the king of the turkeys himself right here, gets ready to go here. He puts the headset on right now. John, it's the last day of school for us here on the Falcons Audio Network. It kind of feels like I mean this is our final home game of the season. We did 3 games last year. We did 4 this year. but I feel like we've grown as a broadcast team. I have turned down the jokes on Cal Poly and Alabama this season I did last year. But let's get to this afternoon's game. It just felt like this team wanted to win. It felt like they deserved the chance to win. You were 0-4 in conference on a 4-game losing streak. You improved to 4-5, and you have a chance to go 5-5 next week. Thoughts about how the Falcons did this afternoon?
I think the guys looked really good. The first half a little sputtering, but we came out in that, like I say, one of the sweetest drives I've ever seen them do. The first series of downs when they came out second half, only had one play. We didn't get any plus yardages. Went down there and scored, and we just played a lot tougher. The defense and the offense seemed like they gelled the second half.
And that gel we've been talking about all season long, it kind of felt like it played against the College of the Siskiyous. It felt like that gelling, like what we saw, it was not gelling against Monterey Peninsula College. It wasn't gelling against Cabrillo College. But somehow they were able to find a way to turn the light switch on right there.
I think a lot, too, it helped being the sophomores. Their last time to play at home. That's a big plus. I don't care what anybody says. Playing at home your last time, you want to win.
That's right.
You've lost 4 games, you want to win, especially your last time in front of your family. So I think the kids, they did a great, the guys, did a great job today. I'm proud of them.
And before we go here on the Falcons Audio Network, we'll pick our players of the game for offense and defense. Let's go for the defensive side first. Let's go defense. You like playing defense, John?
Yeah, I was always on that side of the ball. I was a herder, not the herdee.
So let's pick this one out here, John. I mean, there could be 3 guys that could get it for play of the games. You
easy.
Go Bridget, Tripline, 4 guys actually, Doze and Bradford. Probably the 4 lead tacklers for this team this afternoon. I mean 2 pick sixes. If you look at this game, the momentum in that game, if those pick sixes did not happen, what might have happened?
It would have been a whole different ball game. That's tough to pick out the stars of a game when everybody is the star. Everybody's just a piece of it. But I really have a hard time this week figuring out my favorite player.
Well, how about the whole defense?
I think the defense, everybody stepped up today. It wasn't one single guy you're calling his name out all the time. It went through the whole lineup. And that says, a plus. I think it's just my vote for the defense is the whole defense.
Well, that's good to hear, my friend. Let's look at some of the stats from today's game as the West Hills Coalinga Falcons had 18 first downs. Merced College had 19. It was actually third down efficiency, 5 for 13 for the Falcons, 38%. 41% for the Blue Devils, 7 out of 17. Actually, 276 yards of total offense for the Falcons is actually on the offensive plays. As we look at this, rushing average, as we look at some of the yards, actually 4 sacks for Merced College for 21 yards, 1 sack for West Hills College Coalinga for 5 yards, and 2 interceptions for the Falcons defense, flexing their muscles there. And the time of possession, I always look at the time of possession here. The Falcons won the time of possession. It kind of feels like every time we've done a game this season, the Falcons have won the time of possession.
Well, that's kind of the law of the averages. The longer you got the ball, the more chances you got to win. So they proved that today.
So looking at some of the individual stats, Jet Garcia, 25 of 31 for 232 yards, 1 touchdown, but 1 interception. Jerry Tatum, 15 rushes for 39 yards, averaged 2.6 yards per carry. Avion Pazina was 6 rushes for 21 yards, averaging 3.5 yards per rush. On the other side, it was Adrian Lopez and Travis Bird, the dynamic duo for the Blue Devils. 10 of 20 for Adrian Lopez, 130 yards with 1 TD and 1 interception. Travis Bird with 1 interception, went 5 for 9 with 38 yards as well. Rushing, it was a whole cast of characters. Jabari Phillips with 12 attempts for 53 yards, had 1 touchdown. Malachi Hartz, number 33, had 11 rushes for 25 yards, no touchdowns. Jason Mendoza, 1 rush. That was actually the punter who went for it for 14 yards. He gets on the stat sheet. Adrian Lopez, 7 rushes for 8 yards. And Jameen Lopez, 2 rushes for -1 yards. Actually, let's look at the stats.
Yeah, he got caught in the backfield at one time.
For the receivers for your West Hills Coalinga Falcons, Austin Gall had 5 catches for 55 yards. No touchdowns. Avion Pizzina, 5 catches for 52 yards. No touchdowns. Brandon Tyrone, 4 catches for 50 yards. 1 touchdown pass for the young man for the Falcons. KJ Ford, 7 catches for 40 yards. I know his mom and dad are in attendance today because KJ Ford was honored before the kickoff for being a sophomore. Daniel Nelson with 2 grabs for 18 yards. No touchdowns. Porter Needs, 1 catch. The young man from Illinois with 12 yards. And Jerry Tatum, 1 catch for 5 yards. Sam Machette, 2 for 2 on kicking with a long of 37, put 8 points on the board. And we'll shift back over to the receivers for Merced College. Barry Phillips, 6 catches for 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Owen Nash, 3 catches for 45 yards, no touchdowns. Derek Harris, 4 catches for 43 yards, no touchdowns. And Anthony Barry, 2 catches. He was involved as well. Kicking for Mendoza and the Blue Devils, 1 for 1. For a long of 25, put 5 points on the board. Hunting, Mendoza handled that. Rudy Valdez as well for the Falcons. As we look at that, just more stats. Ryan Lee led the team, and actually, hold up. Actually, Arnold Dinays with 7 solo tackles, kind of tied with Russo, number 99, for the Blue Devils. Merced College. Therese Bridget had 5 solo tackles as well. Darius Doze. But overall, great tackling performance with 46 tackles for this team for sophomore day. As now we turn our attention to, that's the stats from today's game. We turn our attention to the offensive player of the game here on the Falcons postgame show. 26-17 Falcons defeat the Blue Devils of Merced College. Who would you pick for the offensive player of the game?
I like Ford.
KJ Ford. I like that one as well. I would also. I'm more of a guy. Let's get the running game going. I would give it. Would you want to give it 3 of them? Avion Pizzina, Jerry Tatum.
Pizzina was a workhorse today.
That's right.
And we haven't got to call his name a lot.
Well, we called his name during the Siskiyou game, and then a little bit of struggles during the model. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could say Ford or Pizzina, either one. If I had to lean, I could be swayed towards Pizzina.
But, we can give it to KJ Ford. KJ Ford, a sophomore, he was able to make some grabs. Also, must give it to Brandon Tyrone. Tyrone with that touchdown grab in the left corner of the end zone on the south end side of Chuck
was sweet.
Gutter Memorial Bowl. Let's give it to Avion Pizzina, Brandon Tyrone, KJ Ford, and Jerry Tatum. Would you want to do that, John?
I'd be happy with that.
And that's our offensive players of the game here on the Falcons postgame show. As we wrap this thing up here on this 2023 campaign, John, it's our final broadcast of the season together.
It went quick.
Time flies when we're having fun and we're cracking jokes about Fresno State and Alabama together on the air. Final thoughts about how the whole season in total?
I don't think it could come to a better end. Some disappointing games in a row. And I think the guys got down on themselves. But today, I think it was do or die. They know they got to win. They still got a shot. And they stepped up today, and especially when they came out the second half, it was just a different team out there.
And also, if you cross our fingers, if you beat Gavilan, go 5-5, some things go your way, you might have a chance to host a bowl game.
Could.
Maybe. We're not. Let's not count the chickens before they hatch. But you look at this.
The chance. It's very slim, but it's a lot better than the way it looked the last
2 weeks
4
ago.
weeks.
Yeah.
I think that I'm just proud of the guys, really, the way they played today.
And also, you snap a 4-game losing streak in the process. That's just impressive.
Especially at your last game at home of the season, of the year.
That is correct, my friend. As this is our second season together on the Falcons Audio Network, our favorite moment in the booth, my friend.
Let's see. I guess just Alabama winning every week.
Hey. Well, they almost lost to Texas A&M, my friend.
Almost don't count.
Almost does. It almost doesn't count in the Iron Bowl, right?
Yeah, that's the big dread coming up now. No, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. It gets me out of the house.
Well, it keeps you out of trouble, John.
No, I can get in trouble by myself.
Oh, my word. But as we close out this final broadcast of this 2023 campaign. We want to say thank you to you, all the viewers,
Thanks, everybody.
all season long that have watched Falcons football on the Falcons Audio Network. We will see you next year, or if whatever happens next week in Gavilan, if the Falcons win, they're 5-5. If they are 5-5, they might have a chance to go to a bowl game, but a lot of things might have to happen here in the next couple of weeks. But
we need a little bit of help.
I need a little bit of help. I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe Monterey losing a little bit, maybe San Jose losing a bit, or Cabrillo.
And we just can't get over-enthused about walking on Gavilan.
Gavilan's going to be good. I mean,
good.
it's the final game of the
They
season.
got nothing to lose. Then that's not the team you want to play in that situation.
That's correct, my friend, as your Falcons improved to 4-5 overall, 1-4 in conference play as they turn their attention to the Rams of Gavilan College next week and the Land of Garlic, Gilroy. Land of Garlic in Gilroy, California. That will be the next game for the Falcons of West Hills College, Coalinga. For everyone here has put this broadcast together from the athletic department led by the athletic director, Joe Hash. He was actually at the game today. Hope you feel better, Joe. I know he was out over there on the south end side of the Memorial Bowl. And our camera guy this afternoon, all season long, the math teacher himself, Richard Welch. Here's his signature wave. He runs into the booth, and he does the wave, of course. For Richard Welch, for John Klatt, I'm Brian Welch. And also, Annie Klatt. I mean, your wife was up here. Her first season being up here in the booth. I mean, it was kind of funny. Like, she was like our statistician spotter, everything. She was the best.
And note giver.
That is correct, John. For Richard Welch, Andy Klatt, John Klatt, I'm Brian Welch saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeating the final score here from Chuck Gardner Memorial Bowl in Coalinga, California. It's your Falcons of West Hills College Coalinga defeating the Blue Devils of Merced College 26-17 on Sophomore Day 2023 here on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley. Thank you so much for watching Falcons football all season long on the Falcons